us on the night, and you're gonna love it. We've been waiting to move, and I'm going slow. Let's hit the road and make it up as we go. Oh, let's go. Oh, baby, don't change your mind. Let's get in trouble. I want nothing but you. No holding back. Don't need a bag, baby. We'll leave everything. You and me is all we need. We've been busy sleeping. We could live our dream in daylight. It's right. Just go with the feeling. Take my hand. We'll ruin our plans. We'll leave it all behind. We gotta leave tonight. Get away. Feeling kinda reckless when you're here with me. Baby, say the word and we can disappear. We run all the lights to our getaway. Oh, you're my getaway. Let's get away. Seeing all the damage that we need to leave. And if we make it out, it won't be make believe. We run all the lights to our getaway. Oh, you're my getaway. Lights will expose the night. We're getting closer. On waves crashing on me. As long as we're gone, it's where we belong. Maybe we're just passing through. Meet me at the hotel room. We've been busy sleeping. We could live our dream in daylight. It's right. Just go with the feeling. Take my hand. We'll ruin our plans. We'll leave it all behind. We gotta leave tonight. Get away. Feeling kinda reckless when you're here with me. Baby, say the word and we can disappear. We run all the lights to our getaway. Oh, you're my getaway. Let's get away. Seeing all the damage that we need to leave. And if we make it out, it won't be make believe. We run all the lights to our getaway. Oh, you're my getaway.
Time to lose, and we'll be running on fumes.
Yo, pulled up to the set when I heard that brutal sound of the bass. Start to feel like I'm dreaming, man, should have seen that look on my face. But I'm so low-key, I'm an anonymous G that I left no trace. But when I step 1 foot in the room, I'ma set this pace. I feel like king of the hill when they're never gonna take my crown. That's the type of my sound, better rise up when I shut this down. I feel like king of the hill when they're never gonna take my crown. That's the type of my sound, better rise up when I shut this. Yeah. My God. Yeah. I feel like
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Livestream. Hope everyone is having a wonderful, beautiful day. Boys, hope y'all having a good one. Yesterday, we had ourselves hell of EU 5V5 1v1 DUELS. Today, I want to bring it back towards the NA. How you guys all doing? Welcome back. I'm a little late. I'm still kind of setting stuff up in the background, but I don't want to wait too long. So, here we go. It's going to be a little scuffy, but we'll get it up and running. How you boys all doing, though? Welcome back. Yo, EU at an 8. Dude, I remember when the EU or NA, like, one better than the other. Those old battles, dude, I can't do that no more. I can't. I got way too many homies on EU. And I feel like, you know, NA and EU just do things differently. I can't. You guys are all my favorites, man. I can't say one is better than the other. What do you mean? What are you talking about, man? I just think everybody is a little different, you know? Just a little different. Yeah. Let me get the duels up and running. Groups are going to be listed in like a second here as I'm setting stuff up. But how y'all doing? G, Serve, how you doing, my man? Cyber, yo, how you doing, my man? Wes, hope y'all having a wonderful evening. Dude, I gotta start working on my alts, like on live realms. I've been playing PTR. I love PTR. I've been having an absolute OD5. Yeah, I'm not even ready. Hold on a second. Let me get the music back. Hold on a second. I'm not even ready. Pretty good. So now I'm gonna take it out of the first round against a rogue mage. Man, I've told you, rogue mage in a double DPS, double 2v2, rogue mage is OP, man. That thing can compete with healer DPS builds, man, or comps, whatever you call it. It competes. What's up, Jake? How you doing, my guy? But yeah, I've been doing a lot of PTR. I tried to get some keys done over as a getting second group. Then we good. Who is in, man? Who's not in? Who still needs a group real quick? I'm making a group real quick, boys. Real quickly. All right. There we go, listed. Let me also get the copy pasta in here. Where is it? Torvus, how you doing, man? All right, how to join? Yeah. At least Obliv was the one. I can't get mad. Yo, Obliv, the boy competed. Was he running the rogue mage thing? What do you play for that? Do you play fire or do you play arcane at this point? Because I know that was pretty good for fire. Sounds good having them warm up. Yeah, perfect. Yo, we got Torvus in here. If you guys want to join, groups are listed in the LFG. Check the raids legacy section. Yes, sir. How you doing, my man? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. So what do you play, man? Do you play arcane for that? Or mage comes for fire mage. That's what used to be. That's what used to be, right? That's what all of them normally are. Just because you can pop combust, send a couple pyros, and you're good to go. Just in 5v5 1v1 DUELS specifically, we see a lot of arcane and frost. We don't see fire ever. It's one of those specs that's not great for 1v1s, but great in group gameplay. You know, it's interesting though, man. It's interesting seeing stuff like that. Got into 10-man ICC on the rogue, geared up last night. Yeah, you said like what? Jump 30 item levels. That's huge, I think. I just don't know like how gear progression works in Wrath Classic. Maybe like jumping 30 item levels is just like, it's like 5 item levels on live. Like I just don't know like how all that stuff works at all. But like that sounds like a lot. You know what I mean? 30 seems like a lot. I played Red Deva, basically a huge underdog comp. Yeah, did you guys like just pick Red Deva just so like you had a homie you played with, or did you just think like, okay, we're just gonna play like someone like a weird comp and we'll see how it goes? Why didn't you guys play like Red Og instead of Red Dev? Wouldn't Og have been a little bit better? Because I feel like Paladin has that longevity and you have a big go, and then if Og can just go in with a big old knock up fire breath combo and with a bit of that healing, maybe that would have been good, closer. Like, I'm just trying to, like, let me know, because I don't even know. I don't know the details of this tourney we're doing. And I like to see, like, I just like to know what you were up to, man. But as long as you had fun. What's up, Dal? What's up, Play One Walker? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Groups are listed. I don't know if we have the regular homies in here yet. But, yeah. Let me see something real quick, though. That could work, actually. Sorry, I'm still doing some stuff in the background here. I'm a little behind on things, man. I didn't want to take too forever, but I am a little behind, I'm not gonna lie. So As long as you guys are patient with me. But then again, wouldn't be a dial stream if it wasn't me just a little scuffing it, a little behind on everything, yeah? Like, come on, dude. You know exactly what stream this is. Oh, man. But yeah, let me see if Seavark is around. At least he's already in the group here. Also, Night King. That actually works out really, really well. Wow. Well, that works. Okay, now we're set. Sorry, I had to do some stuff in the background. Let me get my man Seavark in here if he's around. Or is Seavark not on for the night? What about Night King? Yo. Malorian? Hold on. Night King is on a rogue? Hold on. Excuse me. Hey, ma'am. Hey, ma'am. Duels tonight? Or you're already in with Wolfie Druid? Who does Wolfie have in their group, by the way? You're the rogue named Malorian? What? Where'd you get a rogue? Sorry? Was Chicago online? Not Chicago in online. Did we get Beast in here, man? I feel like we haven't really had Beast join these in a long while. Hey, Messiah. Duels tonight? I don't know, like, did Wolfie grab up all of the regular boys and I'm just like trying to scrape the bottom of the barrel here? Or am I just gonna be able to get some of these guys in? Hey Kevin. Duels tonight? I don't think we've seen Kevin for a while, man. Chicago Online? Yo, let's get him in here. Maybe later on the I don't know, but okay, friend. So yeah, Night King has stuff to do. He actually is doing stuff IRL, so you do your thing, my guy. Cryptic. Is Cryptic? This is why I wish I had like notes for all of you boys. I have a hard time keeping up with everybody, and yeah, you know, I just struggle with that. You changed your real ID? Oh no, that's the longest sensei. What the hell is this? Nicholas now? What the? I can join a little bit. No more conquest. Okay, friend. Yeah, do your thing. So we got a group listed. We need 3 more. Hey, that Kevin whack? Yeah, exactly, dude. That is Kevin though. Gaming is around. Chizona. Is he in? Hey, Traz. Duels tonight? Hey, my guy. You already know what I'm about to ask ya. I'm not even gonna say anything, just like, you already know. Hey, you already know. Alright, so we need 2 more. Maybe we got my man Airless on these. Where is Speed too? That's another guy that I actually enjoyed seeing for the last couple of weeks. Hope he's doing good, man. Hope he's chilling. Who else? Destroy Hope. Like, I'm trying to make sure I'm like not harassing my PvE Andes for the day. Yo, hey. Demoniac. Demoniac. You in a group already? Hold on, because maybe Wolfie got a group without Demoniac. Up to you, friend. I will hold you a spot. You're not in a group? I'm sorry. So Wolfie got a group together that isn't the regular boys. Oh, that works out for me. Oh hell yeah, I'm okay with that. I am perfectly cool with that. Okay, cool. Yeah. Fantastic. Amazing. No, I am. Hell yeah. So last spot is going to be for Dark Messiah. I'm going to leave it up to him, whatever class he wants to bring. But I already got a spot. That is saved. And then we can get some groups together. Getting my last one. Then we good to go, friend. Let me also make it a raid. The rules for the tournament are AUG was not allowed. Okay, interesting. No spec stacking and no double rogue. Yeah, double rogue would have been something. You can still play rogue mage, which were more broken than AUG, to be honest. Rogue mage has been a good comp for years, and it's like, okay, well, AUG, you can't bring that. All right, I totally understand it. It's kind of like a healer tank DPS hybrid thing. It's a little weird in terms of balancing or whatever, right? But what about rogue mage? I mean, I guess rogue mage has been a comp. It's just been a disgusting comp for like ever and ever and ever. Let me bring a Warlock on Paris Online. What the? Seawark? Yo, Seawark ain't in drop, but hopefully we'll have him in later tonight, yeah? Sorry, I got another day. All good, friend. All good, friend. Oh, okay. Okay, my guy. All right, Trickster is actually pushing, trying to get his 2400 games in. Hell yeah, man! Get yourself them glad. Hell yeah, go for the mount, might as well, yeah. There weren't some interesting double DPS comms, but never got to shine because they got bodied hard by Rogue Mage. Because Rogue Mage is a real comp. Like everybody else came up with like, oh, let me just do something quirky, right? Let me just be a little quirky here and do something a little silly, you know? But like Rogue Mage is a real comp that's equivalent to a healer DPS, you know, like a real comp that will do stuff. So if you bring in anything less than that, yeah, it's gonna be kind of weird, man. It's gonna be all kinds of weird. Oh man, I feel like on non-meta comps, anything weird, like next time they should probably add no Rogue Mage, right? Let people bring like a Rogue Mage Warlock or Rogue Hunter or something like that, right? I feel like just that one little change so you can see as much variety as you can, I think that would be awesome, you know? Because we could say like Feral Rat, like a hybrid duo, or like a Windwalker Warlock maybe, or Windwalker Shadow Priest for like a CC chain duo, or something like that, you know? I think stuff like that would have been awesome. And I'm saying that mostly from like a viewer perspective, you know? But yeah, Rogue Mage, Hunter Warrior. I guess any comp with the melee range is strong. Well, no, Rogue and Mage specifically. Mage has survivability. It has a cheat death. It has a reset. It can drop a bunch of CC. So can Rogue. You can basically go in, force cooldowns, run away, reset entirely, come back to full health, come back in, and do it again. In and out. You're dipping in and out. And like the way they're set up, you don't DR any CC with each other at all. Rogue got stuns, you got in caps, and there's like destroyance with breath and blinds. And as long as you're like careful who you blind, you're good. And you can just like run circles around people forever. Mages are pretty tanky, so are rogues. And it's like, you don't really need a healer, right? It's been a comp that worked together. But like something like a Feral Rat, it's like a weird comp that has some hybrid capability, but that's really about it, right? A Hunter Warrior, for example, it doesn't have any healing, but it has some damage and some last minute CC that you may be able to use to lock somebody down and like snap them out real quickly. But it's not like a Rogue Mage that can just absolutely just live for like a good long while. Like it can be as survivable as a proper healer DPS in a way, right? Also, who is out here just stacking up the Dagger in the Dark? Hello? Huh? Hello? Also, Dark Messiah, whatever you're rating, my guy. You can see that. That's just how I feel, man. It's again, it's a good comp. And if we're just looking at a competition, that's cool. I'm just thinking from like a viewer perspective, like what would be fun to watch. And I feel like just the wackiness of random comps that isn't like a set and standard comp that you see in arena plenty, I think would have been a fresh new take, right? Because I think there's a lot of potential. As soon as you take out that strong combo of double DPS, the strongest combo, you have a lot more room for other double DPS combos to like shine and do stuff. It's just Rogue DPS, double DPS is as competitive as a healer DPS. So it's almost like you're letting one comp that's a healer DPS equivalent in. You know what I mean? But that's just my take though. You know, I'm sure there's going to be other people that just don't agree with that whatsoever. They're double DPS, it's 2 DPS and that's it. It's like, okay, it met the minimum. No, I got to talk about it. But to me, I just feel like from a viewer perspective, it would be kind of stale because it's like, it's something you see all the time. So yeah, I don't know, Athlete, if you have enough like pull or whatever, but yeah. Let me know if you are ready. Let me know if you are ready, friend. Waiting on you, and we good to queue. Yeah, I gotta make sure my man Demonic actually gets some games in here. You know what I mean? How to take my Boom Chicken to ICC? Boomy? Yeah, dude. Dude, I met somebody back in high school who called him Boomikin. I didn't like that. I always called him Boomkin. Or like a crit chicken, haste chicken, depending on like the stats that you played. But someone called him Boomikin, and I did not like that. It just did not vibe with me at the time. I was just like, I don't know if I could trust you. Like, Boomikin, dude. I was like, I don't think I could trust you. Like, you could tell me like someone truthful next IRL global, I wouldn't trust you. Just for the way you call him Boomikin. Like, who does that? Am I joining? Me. We got a group over here. We're good to go. Hey, we just filled, but Stick around. I'm sure there will be spots this evening. I got a lot of hunters by some accident here, boys. We're gonna have to run with it. Demoniac, I'm gonna make you lead of this group just because you know how to do these, and let me know if like you ever need help for the groups. But yeah, we're gonna get these going. R to Q in a sec. All right, actually queuing, actually gaming now. Yeah, Stoneblood. Yeah, I will do. I'm gonna try to see if I can keep Stone somewhere in the middle of my stuff so I can always get him. Because he wants to play. We got a lot of hunters on one team, but I'm sure like there's some survivals, some marksmans. We did talk about it last week, though. That all hunters kind of play the same, right? All of them are going to be good on kiting, traps, all that stuff. So I agree with that. Like they do feel kind of same, but like marksman, beast mastery, survival, like the way I approach stuff is like a little different, but I don't know. I'll let you guys decide if you think there's too many hunters, man. So maybe we'll just lower down to like 2 hunters. It doesn't matter what spec you are, just because the plays are similarly, and they have like a very similar like burst window and like play style and just overall like a feel, very samey feel. We actually got a lot of hunters left and right. We got Rosie and QVO on the other team. What the hell? I actually like the variety. We got a Shadow Priest. We got some rogues. We got a Pala. That's a lot of hunters, though. That is a lot of hunters. Okay. I'm gonna play BM Hunter. Actually, main red. How you liking it, man? Yeah, BM is looking really good for the next patch. I feel like it's a class definitely worth not skimping on for the next build. What do we call it? The Twitch. Okay, now we're good. Now I'm set on my end, man. It took me a second here. Alrighty. We got Switch. I don't know if I've done that already. QVO first up over for the team 1 versus against one of the many hunters over on the team 2. Survive Cutie. I like how they got a QVO and Survive Cutie. Survive trying to see if he can go for a massive setup with coordinated assault. Harpoon back for QVO though, as they just started massacring one another, trying to go for the most amount of damage. I didn't see any single death shot from so far, so nobody's really going in for like the biggest go out there. Double trigger for either one of them. Double trying to match one another. Disarm onto QVO. Doesn't really matter. Actually goes in for that chest match. Disarm outwards. Which one is down on cooldown? It's going to be a turtle out of Survive right here. Not a great spot. Going to be a turtle out of QVO instead. Onto that death shock. I'm trying to minimize the damage from that thing as best as you can. Trapping up the pattern to Survive. Trying to go for a bit of damage of his own. Big burst right now. Kill shot. It looks like Survive maybe going down though, unless he can turn. Oh, no way. Do he live? Oh, he does go down though, man. The hunters just absolutely just going ham one another. That was incredible. I enjoyed that. Just so much dot damage, so much burst, the turn around. Well, into my jungle, not feeling all that good though. One thing you'll say about hunters though, and I think that'll always be true. They're squishy, going for a bit of a charge. Maybe a little bit too risky there with that charge, but does end up charging over with a coordinated assault. I was going to say harpooning, but no. They actually got so many charge abilities between harpoon, coordinated assault, and spearhead. All of them just make you rush to the enemy target. It is nutty. Squiddle getting hit with a rapid fire. Doesn't even realize which direction it's coming from. Goes in for a disarm onto rapid fire at some point or another, and is trying to see if he can get the hell out of dodge. That shotgun still spinning on him, so he didn't miss, giving him a little bit of survivability. Does not want to go to the right. To the left, there's a volley, kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Does have a port out in order to escape it. Rapid fire does end up burning the human racial in order to get out of that stun. But for Squiddle, just trying to give himself a little bit of survivability. That was a hell of an opener. The rapid fire just didn't have enough either mobility or damage or a follow-up in order to potentially score a kill. Trying to see if he can maybe claw back that victory, but it's Offensive Fury locking him down. Turtle Shell just to get him some stabilized a little bit. Together with Exhilaration, has himself survival of the fittest and Fortitude of the Bear by the looks of it, right? Is that what that is? The blue glow? I think it is gonna be Squirtle trying to see if he can reposition using the pillars as cover to make sure he has himself a little bit of a way to avoid the barrages from the hunters. That's gonna be a little bit of CC out of rapid fire, dropping down traps, trying to make sure he got himself a bit of a safe spot. And Squirtle trying to be super careful. Lexium does reach, but Fist of Fury does reach though. It is able to connect. Gonna be a cloak for Rapid, may not be in a great spot. Feign death, and then it's gonna go for a full-on reset. The fact that he doesn't play with a pet gets him an opportunity to almost vanish out of sight from this guy. I love that kind of a play. Normally you play with a pet to give yourself like pet sack, but you could always just bypass the pet, 10% more damage. It's a little bit more firepower, but also allows you that easy, quick escape as long as you can get yourself a Feign death camo and then walk out of there without taking damage. It is awesome. For rapid fire, he got himself a good reset, needed it. He doesn't have a trinket. Trying to see if he can get himself a setup. Sniper shot. Squirtle at this point should be expecting it's coming out from behind him. Big chunky hit from the bat. That's going to be a death tracker, but after trying to see if he can reposition. There's no explosive shot to follow, but a death tracker is still doing a number. Squirtle trying to make sure he doesn't get stunned up. A rapid fire and full burst is available. Rapid fire needs to have himself a proper go right now. Squirtle, as long as he's moving, he can't really go for a healing. So for rapid fire, maybe using mobility is the play. Place it in a skill trap to make sure Squirtle can't really go anywhere. So at least maybe some kind of a lineup. Explosive, rapid, does a nutty chunk of damage. He can really break into the health bar, but does he have the finishing power is my question. Big defenses. Squirtle tried to go for Alexium. Rapid fire did not have any abilities to follow up afterwards. And as long as Squirtle chills behind the pillar, rapid fire really needs to be running the owl. I feel like Sentinel Owl would have been super helpful because then he could just avoid giving Squirtle the opportunity to stay behind the pillar, right? If Squirtle wants to be there, rapid fire wants to stay safe, throw the owl around the corner, get some damage, force the Squirtle away from the pillar, and that would allow rapid fire to at least have the monk out in the open. Does not give him any hiding opportunity. Mad damage on the Squirtle though, as he picked up quite a bit of damage for the Dragon Punch. We never see that one ever. Zoed up and running. There's going to be a stun. Knockback to follow him into a trinket out of the freezing trap. Karma right after rapid fire, not a great spot. I don't think there's much he can do. Death struck him already, rolling him over. And that karma damage is going to reverse everything left. Torvus up next, trying to see if he can have himself a proper go. Squirtle using mobility to dip in and out, doesn't have any more ports available, and as long as Torvus can lock him down, no trinket available for Squirtle. He is an Oric, not going to be able to set a stun for too long. But if Torvus has himself a big enough setup, I mean, it's a Crusade. You're just going to steamroll just about every class out there. There's no way to survive it unless you got an absolute immunity. Squirtle does have a lot of defenses. Incap does not last long at all, though. I'm not even sure how that broke. Torvus not even going to go for Crusade. Still doing quite a number of damage to the guy, but not even a full-on big burst. Maybe trying to see if we can save that for the next guy. Unless you can get Squirtle super low, start Crusade, finish Squirtle, take the momentum of the Crusade into the next competitor reliably. I think it will be in a great spot right now. Squirtle just trying to use the zonal ring of peace, ring of boopity bop, just to boop the guy out of the way if you can. As Torvus is blasted about, still unable, unless you get yourself pure proper line of sight. Yeah, being like in range of Torvus isn't gonna help ya. It basically doesn't really have like a melee range. It's not a melee. It really isn't. Lexium, Squirtle does get himself a little bit of a setup stun. Torvus does not commit a Crusade at all. He's just saving it for later. Fist of Fury, that's quite a bit of damage. That's going to be Shield of Vengeance out for the Paladin. Squirtle does have some defense going back up. No karma for a bit. Torvus disarmed for a moment. Still does not use Crusade at all. And Squirtle completely tanked up. The blind is going to wear off. That was a little bit of an unfortunate kick. That's gonna be Squirtle with a massive hammer hanging over the man's head. One more hammer is all he needs. Oh my god, Torvus didn't even have to burn his cooldowns at all. He has him saved for Rosie now, and Rosie opening up with a big explosive go. Death struck him. You may be looking at a bubble. Lay on hands instead. If Rosie can turn up the heat now. The guy's stunned up. Can't really go anywhere. He does himself Crusade. Unless he can find himself recovery. Rosie needs to go in and finish it. There's a big debuff of forbearance that's going to deny Torvus that immunity. And if you can get him low enough, a fatty kill shot could just end it. Big hammer hanging over Rosie's head. Trying to see if he can fight tooth and nail. That's going to be a cloak procking. I don't know if the hammer does anything. Is the hammer going to do stuff? I'm gonna wait for animation. Demoniac though walks in right into a freezing trap. Rosie placed it perfectly, but a secret technique may be enough to finish him off either way. The Rosie tried to see if he can live this. Turtle Shell is available, so at least can deny death. But are you delaying the inevitable, or are you trying to see if you can claw back some victory? That is the question. Tar Trap down. Demoniac is fast on a draw without mobility. Does not want to let Rosie go anyway. If you can catch up a camo, You may be okay. Binding shot does try to avoid it. Feign death for Rosie for just a second. Just start onto demonic. Just needs a couple of hits. I think it's just over, right? Just needs to throw a couple shuriken at you. Freeze the trap. Hold on, Rosie, can you get out of combat? If you get out of combat, you actually have stand a chance. Do you get a camo? You do. Does he AoE you out? He's on you. Hold on. He does see the pet. I don't even know how he found your pet. It's over. It's over. I honestly thought the hunter was going to get away. I thought that was it. He's out. Lucky is going to be up next. Trying to see if he can get the guy out. Does get the lucky Phantom Knives with a Kinder shot to follow up with Demoniac. As long as you get something big opener, Demoniac does not have a trinket. There goes his cloak. He's limited what he can do. Cheat death may not even help you. Like, normally as a rogue, you kind of hope that cheat death is going to be good for you. But we're seeing plenty of times on 5v5 duels where they where cheat deaths just do nothing for you. It's like it's a bit of RNG. You can't even trust it. Mad go. Demoniac, is it gonna be cheat death? Cloak. Lucky does have a cheat death that is gonna keep him alive barely. Stunned Demoniac, no chicken available for the Orc Rogue, maybe goes down. No, Lucky does not keep finishing up with more Shadow Strikes, and the Viscerous Demoniac needs to catch a reset, probably has a rupture on him. And Lucky's right next to the guy. No rupture. Kidney? Shortest kidney of my life. Get it turned around. This is why Demoniac needs to find a way to kill. He does have a charge to dance. Is going to burn it. Trying to see if he can do maybe just enough damage. Cheap shots are doing stuff, but a gouge just lucky have a reset. Could go for a vanish right now. May just want to go for it. Hold on. May just want to go for it. Hold on a second. Does go for a vanish, but a gouge immediately to get him out. Shadow Strike right after. Sipping up for Demoniac. Get a shot to follow his secret technique. Strike inside of it. Trying to see if he can take Lucky down. Does take him with a cheat death procking. This man needs an escape. No. High heels not gonna let him out of the side, dude. You see a rogue as a priest. Normally rogues win those matchups, but as soon as you get the execute, dude, as soon as you get yourself a chance. Demoniac did fantastic though. I mean, it really came down to literally percentages of health, and the guy just kept it cool and collected. Man, I feel like the other rogue Lucky actually probably had a chance. I feel like there was a clear moment where it's just like, okay, if he just kept trucking damage, he has like that advantage. He needs to keep pressing it and just not stop. Like if you turn back now, you might just lose it. And I feel like there was that one moment, I'm pretty sure I called it out when I saw it. But man, that's rough, dude. Just being under pressure like this. Ah, it's so rough. Every global counts though. Let's get us another one going. Yo, let me know if we got a 5-man. Let me know if we got a 5-man. Let me know if we still 5. Good. Nice. Hell yeah. Thanks so much, Wolfie. Appreciate you. Still 5. Let's get us another one going. You know what? Let's do what I usually do. Let's go back to like Black and Cold, man. Goblin Marksman, dot combat a distance for ages. Like Goblin gonna be a hunter. Lazarus from a horde. I think Goblin Hunter may not be the worst. It's just, I don't know if they... I feel like if the Goblin like rocket like racial, not the rocket jump, but like the rocket shoot part was a little bit stronger, maybe. But it's only really good like... I don't know. I feel like Orc is probably better, right? Just because you're trying to get the most amount of burst damage and you're going for the Orc racial, you get that big hit. That or Void Elf, just for the mobility, because you're a squishy. Goblin, I guess there's that mobility, but it's just like... It's like a second disengage. I don't know. I guess it depends how you look at it. Monk needs a fat nerve. They have everything. Dude, they got a lot. But also, I wouldn't say they're the most OP, at least for duels. I'd say far from it. They're good. Don't get me wrong, they're good. I wouldn't call them OP though. Because of the duels, dude. When it gets super close down to the wire, that's my favorite. Like I'd rather watch duels that are super close than just like super one-sided. But that's just me, man. That's just what I enjoy watching. You know, we have a lot of duels in here, but that was fantastic. I enjoyed the hell out of that one. All right, switch. Is it Lucky again? Lucky first up. Is he trying to go for a hunter? Rapid fire gonna be up. They're actually standing right next to one another. They just don't realize it. Lucky, if he just starts perusing, waddling around for rapid fire, I feel like against a rogue, hunters don't really do super well just because you're squishy. But also, I feel like when you do have a pet, that could be absolutely massive at times. But yeah, we got shit. Hold on, something happened in the guild stuff? Hold on, where is it? Sorry, I lost my full train of thought, man. Rapid fire getting absolutely blasted in the opener as I'm trying to figure out some stuff over on the over on my end. But yeah. That's weird. Okay, sorry. I'll tell you guys what's going on after this. Rapid fire just getting blasted though. I'm so sorry, rapid fire. Something came up. I completely missed exactly what happened, but hopefully the chat got to see a little bit of it. Sap and Torvis right after. Lucky does get himself a kill. Does end up burning the cloak and the evasion with the trinket. God, I hate when my flow breaks like that, man. That was bad. For Torvis, popping off, immediate crusade, immediate hammer hanging over the rogue's head, trying to see if he can just blast him out to smithereens. The man going for shadow strikes, eviscerates back to back, gouge onto Torvis. Hammer's getting flown in. Mad damage is Lucky trying to see if he can escape blind. Should let him maybe catch a reset. Unless Torvis is fast on a draw, and Lucky does end up diving into stealth. At least he should be more or less okay, but without our defensives, he better be very, very careful. Torvis picking up the eyes, should be able to see him immediately. Lucky getting in there as soon as he sees the moment. Is going to go for advantage, but with the eyes, he knows he can't stay in advantage for long. Just using it for cooldown reduction. Does get himself a bit of a heal. Sid Pickup doing big value right now. Still taking mad hits. Back-to-back gouge will not be enough. Trying to go for a fade. Shadow Strike step, but it's just over. Oh, that is so rough. That is a clean run, though, as a paladin, if you can't do that to a rogue. Force vanishes out of them, or pick up eyes to try to escape. Yes, huge. Gonna be a bubble out of Torvis as Zuen joins in. Squiddle with a bunch of damage off the bat, just trying to see if he can force everything, force it forbearance out of Torvis. Torvis did not really focus on self-heals while Bubble was active, by the way. Trying to just keep the momentum of that crusade. Stun onto Squiddle. Got a trinket. Do you have a blind? Do you have anything available to peel him off? Gotta be a shield of vengeance for that karma. Squiddle trying to stay aggressive, trading defenses just so he can stay in there. Does not want to back up, wants to keep pressing as much pressure as he can, because eventually Torvis should go down. Parry is going to be up for the offensive fury. Big damage, but both of them are fairly equal, and that lay on hands may help Torvis out a little bit. Squiddle better be extra careful. He doesn't have a way to reverse damage. Maybe want to rotate a bit more defenses of that, or dip out, which is exactly what he chose to do. Trying to see if he can get himself maybe a little bit of healing, using the ports in order to stay away from Torvis, trying to save his other defenses for a little bit later. Probably when he has some actual damage where he just wants to stay in, because fighting Torvis outside of cooldowns, monks want to play a hit and run build, and the guy, unless he got someone to hit with, he'd rather be back it up and mostly just, well, I guess what the word is, running, you know what I mean? Gonna be a hammer hanging over the man's head. Torvis back with Crusade though. The man gotta find a way to just max out damage right now. Every single holy bit of holy power you spend, it's just gotta make the swings pop off. It's just gonna make it. It's 2 minute cooldown. Now is the time for you to find yourself the most of it is. Squiddle, avoiding you like the plague. Doesn't even want to burn defenses into this. If you can help it, doesn't even want to burn it. It's just it's unstoppable force. He just wants to win as best as he can. Torvis, oh no. Man, all those cooldowns gone just like that. Squiddle was not gonna get caught out in the open. Big damage out of right after stun to follow as the defensive was up for Torvis. Got himself at least a little bit of like a maybe of a go. I guess you could do Shield of Vengeance more offensively rather than defensively. Squiddle playing with fire right now. Blessing of Protection knows he can't go for a Karma. Can only press defenses as soon as the Karma fades. Or Blessing of Protection fades. Maybe he can Karma. Might not even get the chance though. The guy's super, super low. Just needs a couple more hammer throws at the guy. Squiddle does end up popping off a defensive for magic damage reduction. There goes the Karma. Torvis better be very careful. Does not want to fight the Karma. Would rather play it super careful. But you got to make sure Squiddle does not get any health. Squiddle wants to see if he can play into the Karma, but the blind is going to give him a little bit extra time. Wake up Ashes. Oh, Torvis just kept going with it. Does not have any more immunity. This is it. Torvis is kind of out of options. Cloak proc immediately and got ripped through instantly by the Hunter. Is it QVO? It is QVO as he goes up for a kill shot at the end. Survive up next. This guy, was he the one? Was it Jungle the one that didn't really get much of a chance? These two actually get a bit of a rematch with one another. Immediate burst, the opener out of Survive the Wither Coordinator sold. There's Cutie trying to see if he could play, QVO rather, trying to play with more defenses, give himself a little bit more health to work with. Gonna be a couple of grenades, couple of Mungus Bite Stone and stun onto QVO. Does get hit with a scatter shot with a bit of damage to follow. Got himself maybe a little bit of survivability. That's gonna be Turtle for Cute. Survive better be looking for a Turtle himself as well, honestly, because he's just not in a great spot. Trying to go for Mending. Oh, kill shot. Oh, he doesn't even need it. Explosive though. Are you good? You're good. Fade death the last second, but another grenade out of Rosie though. Is Rosie trying to see if he can just end the duel. Turtle as the stun comes out. Survive should honestly be backing up out of there. Why? He's just trying to see if he can get super aggressive. Dust trap up the pet. Maybe can go for a camo. trying to avoid the other hunter. Binding shot on one side maybe. Harpooning back to the pet just to get back over, but a stun by the pet keeping him. Oh, it was just over. It was over. I love that Harpoon backing out, Harpooning back into the room to create some cover, right? Good split-second decision making, but my goodness, dude. Oh, that was so good. I would have loved if that man used that Harpoon and somehow escaped like a bandit, but nah. It's just, once you have the explosive, it's over. I feel like nobody really expects 400s to do this much damage ever. They're a glass cannon, but god, the burst is so good. Explosive up right now. Death Tracker flowing. Rosie trying to see if he can tank up. Does take very, very little damage in comparison compared to Jungle, who just getting absolutely massacred. This guy's gonna shellac right now. As Rosie got himself cloaked, willing to my Jungle, trying to see if he can live. Turtle for Rosie, feign death right after. Manic Bandage, whatever recovery you can get right now is gonna be good. The other hunter also popping off Turtle. So maybe you should have an answer. Harpoon does not do anything. I don't even know how. I didn't even realize why. The dots though in Jungle do knock out his Manic Bandages though, so he's actually behind on health. Stun right after. Grenades to follow. Rosie just gonna try to see if he can take it down very slowly. Kill shot, trying to run as far away because they know a rogue is gonna be up next. We had Demoniacs be best for last, or for the team to a couple of times. Immediate trick out of Rosie, but you got absolutely nothing. It's just over. There's nothing you could do. That at the end there was just absolutely nothing you could do. Oh no. One was AFK too long, got a kick. Oh no, did somebody not get a chance to play? That is unfortunate. Is there actually 1, 2, 3, 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Was there only 4 people from each team that got to play, or am I missing something? Okay. Hold on, we'll get this up and running. I just gotta do some other stuff, but we'll get a group going in just a moment here, boys. Yo, Boris, as well as Wolf, let me know if you guys got a 5. Or if you need more, while I do some managerial duties, officer duties. Hold on. Okay, so something happened in the guild chat over in Discord. I am confused. I'm trying to catch up. And yeah, I'm just having to clean stuff, I guess. I have no idea what's going on. Hold on, you want me to leave? Sorry, apparently there was some drama over like a mythic or heroic alt raid thing that happened, and yeah, I'm just kind of learning about all this. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Let me just do some janitorial duty. So what is that I gotta start? I was like, hey, can you just have a screenshot of exactly what you want to do? Okay, so it starts there and it just all the way down. Okay. I'm just having to like shift left click stuff. All right, do I keep going? Do I keep going? I guess I'll keep going. I guess that. I guess that. I guess that. I guess that. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. I'll What do you remember in the stream? 7, 8. Okay, alrighty. I'm streaming. Star John wants to finish. Exactly. Honestly, wanna go last to make honor duel? Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good to me. Alrighty. If you guys ever need more bodies, by the way, Wolfie and Boris, let me know because we got boys on standby. Okay. All right. Apparently I gotta, I have, so basically it's like this drama happened and I'm not part of it at all whatsoever. Yeah, I'm not really specific with my schedule. Sometimes duels go long because it's fun and I don't, it's limits, but around 8-ish is the best I can do. Yeah, just basically drama. I don't even know, dude. Drama in a video game is lame. I know, right? It's just, so I just don't even know. Especially like, dude, drama over, because guilds, when they get like super in the up there in like the really high ranking for like rating and stuff, in particular, drama around that. Dude, I grew up around the Call of Duty days, right? So like, I've just never really, I just always thought it was just so ungodly stupid, right? And I've usually have had like, I mean, it's Call of Duty. I don't think anyone really had much of a filter, right? But like, it's just that idea of like, oh man, this kind of things are just so dumb. Never really left my body. You know what I mean? Like, over a video game in particular. But yeah, I don't know, man. And I miss again. Yo, Justice, my guy. I got so many hunters blowing each other up within like 2 seconds, and I gotta figure out what the hell's going on. And apparently there's drama on the side, man. I'm gonna have to referee that or something. I don't even know what I need. But I'm just gonna get a grip going. I'm just gonna Blade's Edge going. I like Blade's Edge. You guys like Blade's Edge? Not a lot of people like Blade's Edge. I like Blade's Edge. I think it's a fine arena for 5v5 1v1 duels specifically. But I don't really, a lot of people don't like it for 2s and 3s. I always thought aesthetically it was cool, right? And like the bridge stuff is neat and the big old ogre that screams at you. But like in terms of functionality, apparently it's just been scuffed. Absolutely. Hates Justice? Yeah, no, justice for no one, dude. Exactly. How you doing, my guy? I hope you're doing good. I hope you're enjoying the streams. Yeah, sorry. A lot of things are going on. I feel like I'm being pulled in like all the different directions. I'm just trying to focus on this. You know what I mean? Oh man. Dal choose Warlock or Death Knight. Yo, let's go Death Knight. Because I feel like normally I'd say Warlock, but I'm feeling like the opposite. I'm feeling like go dark mode. You know what I mean? I feel like go like the evil route this time around. You know what I mean? Alrighty. Good Twitch. We got ourselves cute bow overall for the team 1. Lots of hunters with Rosy Sniper. Squiddle popping up big damage. High Heels I don't think really ever got a chance to play. That's the guy that got DC last time, wasn't it? And then Lucky's High Heels gonna go first. This man actually gets a chance to go first before Damp, but it gets super high and mighty. We got ourselves Mongo over for the team 2. Glorious mount, by the way. Fantastic mog on top of it. RSK can survive demoniac Torvus. I like this. That's actually a little bit less hunter than normal. But they're trying to figure out who's going to be first or last. Maybe send like one of you guys in. Some fresh blood in. Maybe send Mongo or RSK. Let him have a chance. Or maybe like somebody that high heels can at least like kind of sort of live versus. I don't think it's a lot of choices though. Demoniac, that's a rogue. Not super fun. Survival, also very bursty. Paladin, maybe? I don't even know what's a better matchup. I mean, for a Shadow Priest, I feel like they're kind of sort of close depending on how the Priest plays it. But it's going to be Torvus open it up, big Crusade off the bat. High heels will have to be very careful of the Crusade ramp up. If you can control it, if you can CC it, if you can find a way to deal with it without having to use defenses or send defenses as soon as possible, because this is the most amount of damage you got going with, immediately going to go for dispersion as soon as it's available. Also, Vampiric Embrace, which is going to kind of be a little bit of an issue. Going to be a Dispelled Judgments, though, out of Torvus. That's gonna suck for high heels, especially when you're trying to get some damage and let those vampiric touches stick in the guy. But that extra CC, that extra horrify effect might be nice in the long term. Gonna be a bit of a channel out of the siphon. The damage is kind of gone, and high heels actually can kind of sort of deal with this damage as long as there's no wings available. No interrupt for the Paladin. Big Void Torrent finally able to crack those defenses blind. For Torvus trying to see if he can maybe stabilize a little bit. Still has access to blind bubble, and I think that's honestly the weapon he wants to use here. Or maybe potentially maybe wants to use Lay on Hands instead. I guess that could work too. This gives high heels potential and opportunity here. Fear onto Torvus, mind control right after. I think he's just trying to see if he can wait out the mind control with a hammer, right? Is that what's going on? Or does it not do anything? I don't even know. High heels taking still quite a bit of damage though. Trying to see if he can slow down the pally, but Torvus just continues cracking on the damage either way. Literally doesn't even matter that much for him. A Squiddy with an incap. It's going to be Torvus. Does have access to all these immunities in case he needs it. Question is Crusade coming back up? Squiddy got damaged. Torvus taking quite a big hits. Maybe looking at immunity. The roll from the monk doesn't quite connect. Trying to see if he can reposition again. Stun, force the trick out of the guy. Wake up for Torvus. Lots of resources on her. Blessing of potential comes through. Twitty cannot really do much about it. Torvus getting super aggressive with those immunities though. He's got himself the cloak proc. He's trying to see if he can commit some damage, trying to see if he can punish Squiddy, but he really does not play defensive with immunities at all whatsoever. I feel like that man may be looking at Xander at some point in the future just so he can have like a way to reheal and then get back into combat as soon as possible. But he's trying to see at least if he could just play into that pressure, into the damage, into the immunity, and trying to see if he could force more stuff out of Squiddy. I think maybe try to play around like, okay, I'm gonna incap here, I'm gonna pop here for stuff, but for bubble, I'm gonna have an actual big go. Got a lot out of the monk actually. He might just try to see if he can get even more. If he can get a karma, bubble it while he's low, while you have full crusade, that'll be glorious. Squiddy try to see if he can potentially play around it, trying to see if he can hold on to defenses without having to spend them while the immunity or while the full cooldowns are available. Is going to be able to get himself a bit of a defense. That's actually reducing the damage quite well, but looking for a bit of that reheal. Needs to go for some recovery. Torvus still got himself a plenty dominant position right now. Hammer hanging over the monk's head. Maybe looking at more defenses right now. Karma may actually be an option. Stun, not even have much of an option. Wait a second, no, it's just over. Oh no, the stun, the hammer hanging over his head. Torvus is just focusing on aggression. He doesn't really focus on defense. He's always thinking about the next step of like, okay, how do I create a window to win the next round? How do I create a window to win with this next stun go? And that's exactly how he's thinking, where the monk is just like, okay, trying also to play a little bit. I'm gonna try to avoid bubble. I'm gonna try to avoid wings as best as I can with mobility. Try to use defenses for like the when I actually want to have a go. But man, Torvus just thinking about offense the entire time, and he got himself nice, good setups in general. They're just solid. Lucky gonna be up next. Evasion up immediately, stun, force the trinket, maybe a bubble situation out of Torvus. Try. Oh wait, no, he doesn't have bubble. Never mind, it's actually all done. It's all over. Wait a second, Torvus, unless you can somehow find a way to escape, maybe with a blind, anything at all available. Try to see if he can back away. I think it just might be done and done. But he's barely hanging in. Hold on a second. Shield of Vengeance last second of no health whatsoever. This man is just absolutely drained. But the rogue still got plenty to work with. Torvus finally get himself a bit of a breather, but lucky getting a reset is going to be huge for him. Unless Torvus gets something, anything, lay on hands coming up in just mere seconds. You need stun in the blind. Human ratios available. Stun gives you a breather. Trying to buy yourself as much time until lay on hands. Wait a second, this man may be able to somehow come back. 2 seconds, 1 second, lay. Oh no! The lay on hands came back within the final second. You had nothing left at the end. Oh no! If only Lucky knew just how lucky he was there. He literally had a second away. So he pushed the offensive at the perfect time. He doesn't even realize it. As Mongo is going to be up next. We are getting into some of the higher dampening. So as a monk or as any of the other healer classes, you're not really going to have too many options in terms of recovery. Those defenses are probably going to have to be your forefront, your vanguard defense. Firstly, you got to send over the other guy. Mongo does get hit with a stun. Going to be a go by Lucky. Shadow Blades at the ready. And the man is hitting him with the incaps. Living Secret Technique. That could be a lot of damage though. Mongo with a leg sweep. Nothing out for Lucky. Unless you can maybe get him super low. Take him out. Mad kicks to follow. Cloaker Shadows to give yourself a bit of survivability. Monk just disappears immediately. Get him back in there as soon as disappears back up to lock down Lucky. Trying to see if he can get him out. Maybe with a ring of peace. But a blind for Lucky. He does escape death. That is so good. Didn't even cheat it either. That is so much damage with that kick though. That is an incredible amount of damage. Kidney shot to follow. And it's just Secret Technique. Trinket, Karma, trying to see if you can live that Secret Technique as best as you can. In cap, Soothing Mist. Mongo is not a great spot. Next stun and you're gone. Gouge to follow. You gotta get yourself a kill opportunity. 12 seconds on a leg sweep. Is it gonna be up faster before Kidney? I don't think it even matters. Sheep shot by Lucky. But he's super low. Mongo needs something for this one. Needs to get the rogue out. One way or another. I don't know how you do it. Sap, super yard. Maybe Lucky goes out early. Wall, that's a nice defensive. That's actually at least going to deny Rogue from having a proper go on him. Shadow Strike, Kidney, DR super badly. Oh no, Lucky might not be in a great spot. Trying to see if he can step around. Trinket is available. Magic. Oh, they eviscerate. This guy was not going to give up, man. I like them Shadow Steps, trying to avoid as much damage as you can just for positionals. My goodness, cheap shot as he goes for disarm. It's just over for Lucky, man. Still got himself to pick up either way. The cheat does just to give himself maybe a chance. Hold on, Kidney. It's so hard. But I think it's over, right? There's just no way. I love the Rogue. He just did not give up no matter the case, man. I felt like the cooldowns were not in his favor. Survive does end up going for a Shadow Meld. As the Cute Bow goes in for a bit of a Death Struck him. That's actually kind of nuts. You can avoid an entire burst, survive with a charge, with a coordinated, trying to go for a stun. Big flank and strike, Trinket out of Cute Bow is going to be a stun back into survive. Has a Trinket as well. Survival, fortification of the bear to give himself a little bit extra health while Cute Bow rotating the survival of the fittest. Both hunters just trying to tank up as much as possible while staying aggressive. Cute Bow with a turtle first. Survive, maybe look at a turtle as well. Because honestly, kill shot away. Oh, that's exactly what I was thinking. Because if you can just, first guy pops a turtle, he can attack. You pop a turtle, that means he can't kill shot you, so you should be able to pop out a turtle and kill shot him immediately at your own pace. I don't know, that I felt like maybe that could have been huge, but man, it's just rough. Rosie gonna be up next versus RSK. I just snaps out Cute very quickly. Binding shot, mad burst off the bat. Explosive, he just over. Monk did not even get a chance. Karma last second, literally last second Karma. Rosie just trying to see if he can just pressure that Karma and fight right through it. That is so good for RSK. Do you get an escape though? You need to use everything in your repertoire to escape this. Run into a freezing trap, not much you can do there. Gonna be a charge up or after. Can't really go anywhere unless you got mobility. Trying to see if you can charge in. Leg sweep, Trinket. Oh, just wasn't gonna give him a chance. And Demoniac does want to go for an honor duel with you. So Rosie, you're gonna be behind on Trinket. I know he's gonna give you a full heal though. But minus a behind on Feign Death, behind on a stun, behind on a Trinket. You are in for a hell of a duel, dude. Demoniac though is a rogue. I feel like those matchups, the Rogue and Hunter, are pretty close. But Rogues just have a little bit of that survivability that Hunters just do not. Plus also, I don't even know if Rosie has like Fortification of the Bear or Survival of the Fittest. So it's really going to come down to as much of an honor duel as you can get. But that Trinket diff, I think that Trinket is going to make a whole world of difference. Demoniac, not stealth? That could be interesting. A little bit interesting. So Rosie's actually able to get an opener. That could make things a little bit more even. Hold on a second. Binding shot of the bat. Rosie be able to get himself an opener. Trying to see if he can reposition behind the pillar. Demonic is ready to charge in. Cloak immediately got himself a lot of damage reduction. Sipping up right after. Kidney shot does land it as he jumps behind the corner and avoids the freezing trap entirely. Secret technique to follow. Rosie needs whatever they can in order to survive this. Disarm to follow as it's going to be evasion out of the rogue. That's a pretty big defensive. And Rosie with a turtle trying to go for many bandages. Demoniac does go in for a reset. No Hunter's Mark on him. So for Rosie, unless you get another camo, I think, unless you can maybe get yourself a nice setup. Shadow Strike, Tar Trap does use the root in order to get away. Stun right after, Trinket out of the rogue, step right after. And that's going to be survivable. Is it going to be enough though? Is that a secret technique? That's a cloak too. You don't got much left defensively. Big Exil, that gives you a little bit of survivability. dropping the rogue on ice for just a moment, looking for an escape, but I don't know if you'll be able to binding shot as he steps around it, ignores it entirely, goes in for some damage, Death Shark him active, hoping to maybe make some damage versus rogue. It's actually taking huge hits, but it just had an eviscerate left at the end. That's about as close as it could be. I feel like those two may just have to go first in one of these duels. Just first up of the bat, if they want to have like a proper 1v1. But that was rough, man. That was so close, though. That was so good. Let's get us another one going, man. Uno más, uno más. Alrighty, still 5. Hell yeah, dude. If you guys need more bodies though, let me know. I'm gonna gear up a Blood DK and classic them. What gear do you? Don't you already have a max level Death Knight, or you just like don't have the gear for Blood specifically? Yeah, go for it. Go for it. I think itemization stuff or like classic, I just never really got to experience it. I think that'd be kind of fun. At the end of the day, this whole drama thing on the side chat, I'm like, this don't get us into too much trouble. Don't get us into too much trouble. I don't even know what's happening, but please. Because later tonight, I was hoping to maybe, I don't know if I'll even be able to. I've been doing a Baldur's Gate group thing with a couple of homies, a buddy of mine and a friend of his, right? Playing Baldur's Gate together, going through the fights and stuff, wacky builds, playing a barbarian. My whole shtick is I throw stuff. That's all I do. Used to be just boxes, treasure chests, anything that's heavy, and then I got some weapons that actually have like a throw benefit. It's been super fun. I just run in and I throw stuff. And I'm supposed to be like the vanguard, like I run in, let him hit me. Kind of you want to do that as a barb. You don't take a lot of damage. And I just throw stuff. But instead I kind of like, I'm like a marksman hunter from a distance. And everything avoids me. I can stand literally in front of their faces or way in the back. Nothing hits me anyway. It's just everybody goes around for everybody else. I can only do so much. 4 out of 5? Yo, let's get you +1. I can get you a +1. You got a spot. Hold on, I got Stoneblood. Got a spot, my guy. Made 20k gold in Classic. That's like 4 tokens, man. Tokens I heard in Classic are cheap compared to Live. Do you have a group listed, or is it like one of those things where you invite full? Wait. Did you get into that one? Boris just said full. Oh no. Okay, I was trying to. He told me need +1, then full, and I was. Oh, hold on. Okay, I got +1. Invite. Wait, we got a spot. Got you. Times 2. Round 2. Round 2. All right, so let me get you in. I don't know if you want to pass me lead or whatever, or I guess I could just suggest. Let's do this. Pass lead real quick. Pass lead, I'll turn into raid instead of party. Beautiful. That's the group. Raid and Stoneblood invite. Gotcha, my boy. I gotcha. Here we are. All right. Then I'll delist us, and then I'll make Rosie back lead. Okay, we're golden. We're golden. Yeah. Yeah, we're doing 5v5 1v1 duels. You want to join? Want to join? Oh, I'm not even in the same phase as that man. No, no. Yo, tell that shaman. Well, if you see that guy, tell that shaman like he's more than welcome to join, my guy. Tell him, yeah, Dal says you're good. If you want to join up, we got groups. Alrighty, we'll send you guys into Hook Point this time around. 6.4 per token on EU. Okay, on NA it was like 4.5 or so, or 4.9 or something like that, but like under 5k. Yeah. Do you see that Live token became like 200 gold, 400k gold? It's a lot. I'm sure it's gonna go down like once the new patch hits and all that, but we'll see. Yeah, Deathlock and War Knight. Exactly. Down with Blade's Edge. I like Blade's Edge aesthetically. People take WoW seriously, but then I come on. I think it just everybody's a little different, Stoneblood, and I feel like for some people, like they get super invested into games in the communities, and for them it's like it's just as important as like IRL things or like IRL communities, right? You know, for other people maybe it's like just life is just not that exciting, but like so they just get invested into like the little things. I just try to come in from an angle of like understanding, but yeah, I think everybody has their opinions on it, right? Like I think it's silly, but I try to be like at least somewhat like put myself in their shoes or whatever, right? But if it's like drama or something, like there's a goal, right? Clear goal of, hey, let's figure out how to solve that. You know, everybody wants to be vibing, having a good time, and I think it's worth maintaining. You know, so that's the angle that I take with it. Just personally, just me, just giving my thoughts, my 2 cents. Switch. BRB or as a Frost Death Knight on Holy DK? What is this set? Wait, hold on. That actually looks kind of good. It's like a mix of like Wrath, I think it is, but like a little bit of that Shadowlands on the helm and the spear for so long. I like it. That looks good. Mongo on that team. Over in the back, we got RSK, Demonic, and Torvus. First up versus Necro Shots, the Hunter, trying to see if he can go for a big. Oh my god, the rapid fire, the marksman is actually making some work out, but Turtle Shell, as soon as he sees Torvus with big damage, just trying to see if we can put him on ice for just a moment, get a little bit of a different position. Sending a lot of defenses though. That is survival of the fittest. I think Fortification of the Bear and Turtle. So that's literally everything sent. He's got nothing left. Torvus trying to see if he can get around the guy as best as possible, doing quite a number of damage. Necro needs to get himself a better situation and maybe then try to see if he can break those defenses. His opener was fantastic, but now the damage is really, now he got Fortification of the Bear. So maybe surviving, maybe it lives the stun. He needs some kind of a CC chain, needs a camo at some point. Freezing Trap does hopefully let him escape as long as he doesn't take any more damage. Maybe. Goes in for slow. If he can maybe get some damage with an explosive onto Torvus, potentially could have himself a big go. Scatter Shot is trying to give himself a bit of a breather. Not out of the woods just yet though. Dropping down traps, needs a camo. At some point needs to get himself a camo for certain, because he's not in a good spot whatsoever. Gonna be a dash chuck sent in, maybe potential for some damage. You've got yourself big explosive, maybe a massive aim shot, rapid fire to follow, but the damage just continues on and on and on. My goodness. Gonna be Stoneblood up next. Got himself the Blessing of Sanctify immediately in case there's stun active. Mad damage on a Torvus immediately with a Shield of Vengeance though. Stoneblood having to turn up the heat, just going in for a Shield of Vengeance himself just so he can stay aggressive. Trying to see if he can get around the corner. Torvus immediately with a Human Rachel just to break himself out of that stun. Bubble right after. Just gotta put him, ended up putting himself in just against a wall where Stoneblood just keeps putting pressure. Does not go for the bubble of his own, just living. And just kind of all over the place. It's so hard to track Stone. He's just all over, literally all over the place. Such a desync or something. I don't even know what to call it. But Stoneblood with the Stone. BRB up next. Stone did just end up using a lot of his offensive cooldown. So maybe for BRB, doesn't have to be walking into a Paladin with a full crusading might against him. So maybe there's a chance. And only Death Knights can do well here and there, but usually they have a hard time against a lot of the classes. Just the survivability of a Death Knight is limited. Blind with Stoneblood for just a second, trying to see if he can hold him in his grasp as best as he can, but Stone just moseys on out of there. Mounts his mount, gets the hell out of dodge, surrounded by the undeads, and BRB just trying to keep the pressure going as best as humanly possible, but man, it's just a lot for him to get it through. And Stoneblood got plenty of defense. Dome coming down, trinket out of BRB though. Even got himself the Lichborn as well, so maybe can use the Death Coils to keep himself alive and maintain. Trying to keep Stoneblood away from any pillars, locking him out in the opener with a stun. And just trying to keep the pressure with an AMS to follow. Just trying to give himself as much damage as he can, but now Stoneblood did end up using Blessing of Spell Warden. Technically, Death Knights have a lot of physical damage, or quite a good portion of the damage is physical, so maybe this will give Stoneblood survivability, but I'm not sure. The pet does get bumped up and stunned. Oh, it's just over. It's just over. My goodness. Even that's why chill pills we have when we play Death Knight that much within these duels. I mean, he pops in once on a blue moon, but that Shadow Priest in particular, which normally Shadow Priest is not a great dueling class, chat. But compared to Death Knight, miles better. You actually have a heal, you have good CC, a fantastic set of defensives, and just longevity. And Priest is not the most longevity class, but it's just a step up from what a Death Knight is. Can we get a Death Knight buff a little bit here, Blizz? Calling for it right now. Stone Blow with a full crusade. Mongo. Oh, oh no! I couldn't even, oh my brain couldn't even slap. Everything happened together all at once, but a trinket, bingo, hammer coming down, everything just kind of connected all at once, and Mongo just got squeezed for everything they had. With that crusade damage still rolling into the next monk, Stoneblood got himself a hell of a go, hell of an opener, no more immunities, but if you can just survive the burst of a monk, man, if you could just combo them like that again, you wouldn't even have to worry about a karma or nothing. So for RSK, hopefully you took a note out of that book, what just happened there. Make sure you get yourself a karma at some point. Don't hold on to it. Send it at some point when you can. Mongo, I feel like it's just done dirty though. Stoneblood with some damage. But now he's got to do down on defenses and offenses. He's very limited on what he can do. Trying to use mobility, spent on mana, so you can't really even heal himself. Maybe next stun hammer combo. RSK does have a trinket, so maybe you will need to go for a bubble or blind to get a trinket out of the guy. It's going to be a trinket immediately. Do you have... Oh! It just... I feel like the monk felt so safe there. He was like, I'm doing fine. This guy's super low. I'm going to work down the damage a little bit. And just out of left field, everything happened all at once. Stone blood, just stone cold. My goodness. Stone, it's just a stone blood. It's just like a shorthand for stone cold killer out for blood. Like, is that his full name, last name, and a middle name somewhere in there? His granddad's name, his granddad's name in there. That's so good. Squiddle though. My goodness. Oh, the rogue, dude. Wait, you're live. 1 second karma. What are you? I feel like when you just watch two monks just get absolutely comboed, I would be on my heels, man. I would be looking to press a karma the first global I got. That is just a lot of damage from a rogue, and it's going to be a lot for you to take him down right now. Trinket out of Demoniac, though. Disarm for the monk. Got himself karma. It's not going to last long. Trying to get his Wen rolling. Unless you got a Fist Fury, it's going to be really tough. Next stun is going to be the end of you, unless you can maybe pre-wallet. And I feel like that's what you want to be maybe looking for. Dampen harm or fortification brew, something, anything, even just even the magic damage reduction for secret technique would have been amazing. Cheap shot, so close, dude, so close. Lucky or Rosie, a little bit of an auto duel. This time the shoe is on the other foot. This time Demonic is the one that's behind, but Rosie have everything. Now I guess it could just give Demonic maybe an opportunity to at least catch the pick up a couple of times, right? Catch up a little bit of health. But he's gonna be behind, no trinket, no cloak, no evasion. I don't even know if that's enough sometimes for a rogue. Like I don't even know if that could hold a rogue back, being behind like this. But Rosie, at least trying to make it as much of an auto duel, letting the rogue get the opener, which is exactly what these two did for each other, right? When Rosie was behind, he let Demoniac get the Demoniac let him get the opener. This time it's a little different, more or less. Or he wants to go for the opener? Or maybe just waiting? I'm not even sure. Sap? I'm not even sure. Freezing trap right around the left-hand side. The Rosie does set it up perfectly. Binding shot right after. Demonic does not have a cloak for this one. Could be advantage though, as a binding shot does stop him in place. Shadow steps are using them aggressively to get damage onto Rose as soon as possible. Disarm right after. Cloak come back up last second. Does have a way out of this one at least. There's going to be immediate turtle as soon as he sees the secret technique. Did not want to find out how much damage that thing was going to do. As Demonic trying to see if he can retreat behind the pillar. Flare on the right hand side gets him out in the open. Camera to follow. He's going to phantomize him out. Freezing trap to stop him in place. Vanish still available for the Rose. See if he can use the Vanish. He could get a lot of cooldowns back right now. He got evasion for the moment. Dance is available. Could have himself a proper kidney shot. Rosie does not have a trinket, so that is one advantage the Demonic has. As long as the enemy doesn't have a trinket, if you get yourself a clean lineup, you might be good. Avoiding any traps. Big secret technique maybe. Trying to make some damage happen. Cheap shot to follow. Making sure there's at least dots. If he cannot contain the pressure onto Rosie, he's at least going to put a rupture and try to see if he can whittle him down over time. Binding. Rosie, do you have a proper go? Explosive available. Demonic, maybe with a vanish, may just need it right now. Does go for the vanish as the death tracker is still upon him. Has a blind to maybe get himself a proper reset. Maybe look it out for it. Does he get to? That's going to be a freezing trap right on top of Rosie. Does get caught. Trinket available. Get a shot. Wait, is this your chance? Secret technique, mad damage. That's gonna be a cloak. Burn through it. Oh no way! Hold on, you do get exiled last second though. Stun onto Demoniac, but I don't know if he's actually like. It's stun is a defensive, not an offensive. You don't really get aggressive with the guy just yet. Rose hit no help whatsoever. Trapped on the side, and Demoniac could maybe. He does get caught by it, but a blind keeps Rosie in place. Smoke bomb to give himself a little bit of a line of sight. To maybe step and be ready to go. Trying to see if you can go with the traps. Kidney. Body shot. Don't move and you'll be fine. Cloak coming back up in just a second. Vanish just to get yourself cooldowns. Oh my god, Demoniac. A monster. My god, he's so aggressive. Oh, it's so good. Cheap shot. I think this is where it's probably over though, right? This is probably where the curtains close. No, Cloak of Shadows. Lights are not out just yet. Has a cheap shot available. No trinket for Lucky. You have yourself a dance. Do you have enough damage? Shadow Strikes are available. Cheap shots, but it's looking for a bit of a reset. Hopefully you got a rupture on the guy just to deny him in his stealth. And look at that man, the speed demon right behind the pillar. My god. Sab to follow. Lucky. I mean, he has no trinket. The guy's just absolutely hurting right now. Look at him. But it looks like he's going to be able to get himself a proper reset. Eyes are available on one side and the other. Lucky trying to see if he can mosey over. Demoniac kind of out in the middle. Should be able to spot the eyes. Sap. Perfectly timed. Perfectly spotted. Kidney. Do you have everything available? Big secret. That's a lot of damage. Cheap death. Does it do stuff? Cheap shot last second. But a blind for Lucky does maybe give him a breather. Kidney on Demoniac. Cheat death is the only thing that stands between you and death right now. Except maybe Cloak. Cheat death does get to proc it. Is there going to be enough damage? Shadow stepping over. Try to go for sippy cup. Maybe that'll be enough. Evasion out for Lucky. Evasion out for Demonic as well. Have a vanish coming up very, very soon. Next stun is going to be end of ya. Who's going to get the first stun? Cheap shot. Super DR, but no. Lucky does go in for the mystery. Just needed the half a second stun just to get a proper go. My god, that was so good. Stone Blood absolutely just decimated though. This man just doesn't. I love the aggression, boys. I love the aggression. I noticed on the EU, a lot of players usually play like a little bit slower, a little bit more survivable. On NA, you guys are just unhinged. I love it. Ban rogues. Is that what we're doing, chat? Are we actually going to ban rogues now? Hold on. Chat, did we ban rogues? Yes or no? If the chat like overwhelmingly says yes. Do you see that? He blinded my stun. Do you see that? Oh, the rogue? Oh yeah, you cheap shot it and he throw blind at you. Yeah, I saw that. That was crazy. That was crazy. I feel like if the blind wasn't there, I think it would have had it, right? No? If the chat like overwhelmingly says yes, please ban rogues, then maybe I'll consider it. But man. yes. I did see that. That is crazy. I guess it's just like the abilities went off at the same time and the server tick happened. That is not something you see all that often, man. Oh my god. Hello. Oh, what is even happening, dude? What is even happening? Oh no, okay. Oh man. Okay. So probably ban rogues from WoW just so disgusting. They are pretty strong though, aren't they? Alrighty. Pro ban every time Dalaran and them ban them. You know what? I feel like sometimes rogues. Sometimes I do lean towards like I don't like banning classes, but like The only reason I even go in for Bands Justice. Sorry, I'm just having to like deal with a bunch of garbage on the side, right? I really don't want to be doing that. I'm here to hang out with you boys. I'm here to get these duels up and running. By the way, speaking about duels, are the both groups ready? Are you boys chilling? Are we good? Do we have 5? Yo, Wolfie and Boris, let me know if you got 5 or if you need more. But yeah, I don't want to be doing any of those, dude. I just want to be hanging out with all of you. Boris, yo, invite. Will help list. We got 2 spots, boys. If you guys want to join in, Boris needs 2 more. It'll be good to go. That was a fun last match. I enjoyed it. Yo, Stoneblood, you're more than welcome to stick around, my guy. We're going to be doing more of these, man. We're going to be doing plenty more of these. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it like right here, I guess. So we got 2 spots that we need. Who else can we invite today? Did we get Kevin in on these? Said a little bit needs more conquest. Okay, so Kevin maybe will be able to join in. Potentially. Does Bald want to join in by chance? Maybe? Other group needs 2 more. So we need 2 more and it'll be set. Beast, does he want to join in? Oh, I don't even know if Johnny plays PvP actually. That's a good question, honestly. Is Flexing on right now? Is Flex around? What's his name again on reality? It's a little weird, isn't it? Does an Impure want to join in? So Malone, I like it. I like it. Oh man. No, I don't think he's on, but I don't remember his like real ID name ever. I'm really bad at that. I know it's like it has Flex somewhere in there, but I'm not 100%. Does Crims want to join? Oh, basic? Yeah, well, welcome to if he wants to. Let's see. Let's see if Bald wants to join in. Hey, Bald. We're doing some 5V5 1V1 Duels. You wanna join, friend? Didn't pay for about a month. We're playing NMS. Okay. Fair enough. +1. Yo, Age Block. Get in here, my guy. We got a +1 if you guys want to join in. 1 more spot. Find us over in the raids legacy section, LFG. I do have a pin in the chat as well. But yeah. Alrighty. It's still going on, boys. It's still happening. How are you? I am doing wonderful. Thank you for asking. I am doing good. Full now? Yeah, we're good, man. We're good. We still need a +1 here, and we'll be good to go. Just need uno mas. Who else can I invite, man? Who else can I invite? My man Seawork ain't on, dude. I'm a little bit sad. I love seeing my guy Seawork in on these, dude. Some of the best, what is it, arcane or even just mage gameplay in general. You know what I mean? Yo, let me ask Sensei. Hey, fam. I join. See if Sensei says anything about it. Or Nicholas. Now that his name is real ID. I'm gonna miss Sensei, dude. Cause I would be scrolling down looking for you next time around. I'll be like, oh, where is he at? Where did he go? Oh no, where did he go? You know what I mean? Yo, Boris, by chance, you got a homie you want to invite? If you guys have any homies you want to invite in, man, you're more than welcome to it. None of my regular boys are in Chicago and on. Night King is doing stuff. Seawork, I guess, is doing some stuff IRL. But I'd love to see those guys in here too. But yeah, I could see if Crims wants to join in. Hey, Basic, wanna join Duels tonight, friend? Let me see if Basic says anything. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I don't know. When it comes to rogues and duels, right? When you have a class like super dominant and it's like super one-sided games, removing a class for like a little bit of time after seeing like super really one-sided, cheesy reset gameplay, I think it's fine just to give everybody else like a proper chance, a proper go. But like, oh, Jabberler, how you doing, my guy? How you doing, my man? Welcome, welcome. Fredo Giron, all good, friend. No worries. But I'd ask just for. Yeah, we got a group though. We're chilling for now. But yeah, at times like it feels like it's fine, but I feel like we haven't really had like rogues. Just, I mean, usually rogues are the game closers here, but it doesn't seem like, you know, too out of whack or too much or whatever. I don't know. I just haven't been getting those kind of vibes tonight, man. You know, sometimes it definitely feels like, oh, this is a little too much, but I haven't really got to that point tonight at all. You know, because we've seen a lot of hunters. There's paladins doing stuff, right? We had a priest, but most of like paladins and hunters. And then rogues are usually just like best for last kind of deal. Yeah, close out the game with that. Not going for like a 1v5, super long drawn out games, big stretches of time, all that stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're right though, Jake. That is 6.4K over on the E Classic. It's so weird that the token isn't Classic. Am I the only one? Like, I get it. They said it's like to curb RMT or like people getting their accounts hacked or whatever. It's like it's one of those things. It's gonna happen. Might as well make it the safest way to like do it or what, basically. But it's just so weird to me still that it just exists. You know, it just like it feels kind of like wrong in a way. I get it, but it just something just doesn't sit with me. It's weird. You know. Switch. What is that core hound gathering? I have no clue. It's just a lot of hunters being hunters, you know what I mean? All of them coming from the molten core. Got us this age block over for the team too as an arms warrior. We got Mongo with the GM Dabbler? Is that what the name? For some reason I want to call it the Jibber Jabber, but Dabbler, I guess is it. Demoniac as well as Torbus, which HB gonna be first up versus Bobby. Wait, what's your name? Bobby Bushy? Boucher? I don't even know how to say your name, but he's trying to see if he can go for that snowdrift into a freeze, age block into literally an ice block. But he's trying to see if he can avoid a trick out of Bobby, trying to go for big flurries, but as a reflect should hopefully be able to get some damage back out of H block's hair. And onto the mage, does trap him with his spear. Blink is able to help him get out, trinket out after for the poly, but able to get those flurries and lances, doing quite a number of damage while getting himself quite a bit of that distance. Bobby kind of doing okay, still holding on to 2 blocks, so he should be all right. As long as he can get himself a decent setup versus the warrior and constantly find a way to deal damage to his health bar so he doesn't get any healing with second wind, he should be okay. Gonna be some cast over from the side. Poly right after has himself a reflected. Bobby does not have a poly that's gonna let him recover health. Shattering throw to deny the mage the ice block. Well done. Major block thought, you know what? One poly, one mage. I better make sure I get a way to remove the immunity. It's gonna be a poly right after into a ray of frost. Does he have himself the big shatter bonus? Hopefully. Big damage up next with lances. I think it's just over flurry. Oh, Bobby does end up claiming that one though. Well done, well done. The man got plenty of mobility and plenty of control under his toolkit. Mongo, I feel like he's gonna have to use the mobility to get around the blizzards, get around everything. Definitely needs to get himself as much line inside. While Bobby would rather play out the open. Gonna be Ring of Frost. Maybe connects. Doesn't trap Mongo. If you can somehow knock him in there, using the ring in order to create himself some safety space with his away and even walking in. Getting frozen. Mongo is eventually going to get frozen. Perfect opportunity for you to get some shatter bonuses. Does go for the Nova. There goes the Karma. Bobby could go for a complete reset with the Ice Block if you wanted to. That or just wait it out. Is going to go for the reset. Using those Ice Blocks really aggressively, but it is going to help him deal 1 with Karma and 2 get himself that much needed recovery. Nova doesn't quite connect. Needs someone for this. All the time is available, so maybe could use it to reverse something. Glacial, maybe enough damage. Does a good hit. That's going to be full bursts available back up with a full Ray of Frost, but does get interrupted on a knockback, and Mongo just sends that direction. It just takes the port in order to get himself a little bit of reposition. If Bobby can go for maybe like Ring of Fire, do you play Ring? I don't think he plays Ring of Fire, but Snowdrift is available. If you can get himself proper Snowdrift, Mongo does have access to a trinket, so if you can get that out of him, you will be golden. That's going to be a Nova Lexi, but he's just right out of range with a jet out of the pet with a Ring of Frost. Maybe stops him in place, trying to see if he can reposition Spike. Maybe, oh, he does connect at the very end. He does go in for a little bit of healing. That is also going to be his cloak, proccing to give himself a little bit of that survivability. Bobby, though, left with no more immunities. This man is kind of out in the open, kind of naked. Well, Mongo got Trinket. He got himself Karma coming back up in a few seconds. Defensives like Dampen Harm as well as Diffuse Magic. So he should be A-okay. For Bobby, though, just to be clean and cut with all the CC and mobility, everything you have available all the time, and getting the most value out of that heal is going to be huge. Trying to see if he can slow down Mongo and maybe freeze him. Will not be able to if he's going to be repositioned with it all the time. Trying to go for a bit of damage of his own while he's waiting for his Icy Veins to come back. At least able to kind of push the monk away while maintaining his health. Look at that man. He's actually kind of healthy with shifting power. Should be able to get some stuff back up and available. He got himself Ring of Frost. Maybe he'll catch him. Snowdrift available by the looks of it again. Maybe, or am I missing something? Glacial Spike available. Try to see if he can get the angle. Does land the angle. Mongo is going to get frozen up though with a Karma, trinkets for it. Bobby does not have an immunity. He needs to find a way to get out of this one all the time. Maybe something. Oh no, it does go down as Mongo able to pick up a couple of fists here and there. Squiddy going to be up next. Immediate trinket. Lexup to lock down Mongo. The guy got nothing left. He's just not even going to give him a chance here with the GM Dabbler as an arcade mage. We saw a lot of those guys over the last few weeks. But also we saw a lot of arcane play yesterday and just how aggressive it is. The man just popping off with big cooldowns off the bat. Squiddy trying to see if he can deny some of the damage as well with a Dampen Harm. But the blinks, the reverses, the ult time for Jabbler. He's just fine, just looking for a bit of that cooldowns. At least no more trinket available for Squiddy, so now he can get a setup. At least he doesn't have any more defenses to deal with. And Jabbler has about a minute for his big cooldowns, whereas Squiddy is waiting for a full 2 minutes before he's got anything that can deal with magic damage effectively. So Jabbler is in a fantastic spot. If you can get himself to touch the magic with a couple of missiles here and there around the corner, maybe with barrages to follow up, he can just run circles around the guy and just harass Squiddy, making sure that he has a hard time resetting and really getting a lot of health. And if you can slow him down and put him in a bad spot, hit him with a poly and go for a proper setup, you're going to be golden. Squiddy just trying to see if he can leverage the mobility, waiting for cooldown to back up. 27 seconds left for Jabbler. And Squiddy shouldn't have anything available for this one. I could be wrong, but maybe can somehow turn it around. Going to be a shield as he got himself a proper Nova. Just try to see if he can play for like the slow game. Maybe try to see if he can play around the monk ports. Touch the magic is available. Let's see himself a proper go. He really needs himself like a big missile setup or something, anything, in order to maximize the damage with the touch of the magic as well. But Squiddy using mobility to try to avoid him. Jabbler though has kind of like used mobility to try to get over in his face, but not really being super overly aggressive about it. Mostly just trying to see if he can peel him away from that pillar. Missiles flying in. Karma is available. Jabbler, if you can just live this Karma here, you might be okay. Is that all the time though, or do you already use it? Might have all the time to help him recover a lot of the health. Unless, no. Looks like he used it really early. So for Squiddy, maybe this is a chance. If you can just force a bit of damage on the Jabbler, get past a Nova or two, get out of the slows here and there, find a way to get around the breath or juke out of breath. This could be an opportunity. But Jabbler is going to be able to go for a bit of a reset instead. So Squiddy slowing the game down. Jabbler not really trying to play super aggressive. Dampening, I think, is going to play against Squiddy at the end of the day. But I don't really know. Maybe just waiting for some cooldowns and everything available together. Trying to see if he can close the gap. Jabbler, I'm really kind of just waiting for this guy to have like a proper go. I'm almost like, I'm almost surprised he's just been so like nonchalant with his goes so far. It's kind of weird. Ring of Frost, maybe this is where you have a proper setup. It's going to be hard for Squiddy to get out unless he got him support. Does him support. That is going to be Arcane Surge to get himself Arcane Power. Mad Blasted damage. Squiddy taking pretty big hits. Got himself a little bit counter damage with an Ice Block out of Jabbler. Oh no, he's going to be able to break out of the block. I don't even know if he's got a block that helps him heal. The Ultra Time though helps him recover all of that health. It doesn't even matter. All this burst is kind of out of the window. And you have Squiddy on the ropes. If you can just stay on him as best as possible, keep him out away from any pillars, I think you just end the duel right then and there. But the guy is trying to see if he can mosey over to a pillar whenever possible. Squiddy does have some stuff coming back up little by little. No more Ice Block available for Jabbler, so Karma is going to be your best friend, especially if you see Jabbler going in for damage. you'll be golden. Trying to go for a bit of an invis. Looks like it's going to be a quick one, and it's going to be a safe one. Squiddy, I feel like he needs to get in there somehow. You know what I mean? He just needs to find an opportunity, man. Because he's so close. He's so close. As Jabler tried to see if he can go just as far away as possible. Gonna go to the corner, try to see if he can catch up as much food as he can. Oh my god. In cap. It's going to try to see if he can position around this one too. All the time, maybe that'll give you a bit of a go. That's going to be full burst. Trinket available. You got yourself plenty of setup. It's going to go for a position. Not the most amount of healing, but it's Squiddy could somehow close the gap. Is going to go moseying behind the pillar. Jabler really needs to find a way to keep this guy away from a pillar. If you can do that carefully, consistently, like, you're going to be golden. Trying to see if you can reverse up Nova. Arcade Surge right after. Trying to see if you can reposition. Playing Shimmer over a normal Blink. So maybe that's why he's playing super careful. Because he can't really Blink out of stuns easily. Or any out of the roots nearly as easily. Or make movement speed effects from the Monk, I guess. Big burst, potentially. Squiddy kind of low. Karma to follow. No immunity available. Jabler just trying to see if he can just ham the damage up as best as possible. All the time gives him a little bit of help to work with. Breath just needs a bit of a breather. Trying to see if he can trap the guy in a ring, but does not happen. He's trying to see if he can reposition. He sees a couple more barrages. So he needs. Oh, he does end up slaying him at the end of the day. He played the slow game, but that slow game did pay off. Stoneblood charging out. No ice buck available. Jabler, I think it's just an unwillable situation. It's just so much range damage. There's nothing you can do about it. But Torva's going to be up next. Got himself a free proc of wings from what's his mage friend just now. Die. Stone having to rotate into big defensive shield for shield right now. Stone with a bubble. Torvus maybe looking at a bubble as well. Dalaran just gonna hold it. Shrink it onto the stun. Does go for the bubble a little bit late. Stoneblood needs to get himself as much recovery as possible. And now we're hitting that high dampening where the amount of healing it is just gonna be very limited. You gotta go as much aggression as you can. Blind onto Torvus. Stone with a hammer hanging over his head. Is it gonna be enough to take him down? They're trying to keep himself afloat. Not enough to kill him. Oh, but Torvus does end up committing extra damage right on top of it, with Necro trying to get himself a bit of a different positional. Sniper right next to Torvus. If you have enough damage, that's a lot of output. Unless he bops it right now, you might not even have it. Scatter right after. Do you have enough damage? I think you might bop. You can remove it. Explosive, maybe enough. Hold on a second. Oh! No, not even explosive. Was there not explosive for Necro? I thought you had an explosive going. Never mind. I was thinking that was going to be the big go, and the silence, I thought, it's over. You don't even remove the hit. Demonic letting the hunter get an opener on the guy just to make this duel a little bit more even, but as soon as he got a stun on the guy, that's it. Secret technique, it's over. It's just done. It's just done. Just about everybody got to play, actually. There's no, like, wasn't super one-sided. Oh, man. All right. I love this kind of duels. It's got us another going. This is the kind that very difficult to make a highlight about, highlight a specific player. But I'm sure if I look back into it, it's probably going to be a play that I'm like, oh, Pog. All right. That said, do we have more? Do we need more? My UI bug had to reload. I'll go, my man. Still 5. Let's go. Boris, do you need more? Or are we Gucci, my guy? Because we still got Tiger's peak that I want to do. We got Dalaran Sewers we haven't done. We done Hook. We done Legrand. We can do Legrand again. No, you know what? Ah, never mind. I was going to say we could do the new arena. The one that added in Dragonflight. But that one is actually, like, a couple of times we tried it. It was fun, but I feel like it's gotten too big as an arena. New arena? Do you want to do it? All right. It's been a while. No Kudan. It's been a long while, man, since we've done a Nokudan. But we're going to do it. Nokudan Proving Grounds. It's been such a long time. It's a little too big, in my opinion, from the couple of times we played it with duels. And it feels like the games end up being really drawn out because of that massive pillar down the middle and just the spacing that you have. I love some of the encounters we had in here, but it's just like... I end up avoiding massive maps. Like Tolveron, it's been a while since we played Tolveron, but like if you have a rogue or a feral, the resets around these pillars are insanely in favor of rogues. It's such a long like wall. You almost guaranteed a clean reset behind the pillar. Like you're guaranteed an escape. It's just unfair to the point of just like, yeah, just, I don't know. I like even maps though. Switch. Like of course Black and Cold is not super even. Blade's Edge also not super even, but they're close enough. None of them are really as good as Legrand. That's like the most even one where no class really has an advantage or whatever, right? Got ourselves Bob, but Switch. I don't know if I've done that. Bobby, back out of Frosty Mage. We got Necro. We're going to be first up as a marksman versus Mongo, trying to see if he can hug the left-hand side of the pillar. That's where he's going to make his home. And if Necro can reposition, if you position himself in a good spot, even if Mongo does go for a port, you could potentially just have yourself an escape. Mongo taking a lot of damage behind the pillar, just can't even really respond, which was a close shot. Death Shock him also gets it super low, by the way. If you had line inside of the guy, I feel like that might have been a kill shot go right now. But Necro is trying to see if he can set up a bunch of traps around. Mongo is going to be using the pillar down the middle, the massive wall down the middle, in order to give himself a bit of an escape. And that's exactly what I was talking about, chat. Sometimes maps are big, and this wall gives some classes somewhat of an advantage to a degree, trying to see if he can cover the gap, but the trap's already set. He's gonna trap on the left hand side, but I don't think Mongo is gonna be walking into some trinket out of Mongo though. So if Necro can get himself some kind of stun, some kind of a decent setup, maybe a binding shot, he would be huge. Turtle shell right after as soon as the karma is in, as Mongo does not want to give this guy much of a way to claw back. As a marksman, you don't really have a lot of way to heal yourself. He's gonna go for a bit of exalt together with the fortification of the bear, trying to go aggressive. I don't know if that's the play though. Kind of get the guy low. Wait, kill shot. Wait a second, maybe it turns around. Oh, hold on a second. That was so close. Necro almost turned it around. That guy, what? But now Mongo's getting reset. Tell me you got a camo. There he goes. At least you gotta also get yourself a bit of a reset. That was close. I feel like if you just need to have like one more global or something, anything, or send a explosive shot on the guy, like at the tail end of it, right? Kill shot, explosive shot. He boards back trying to heal, but Death Shock is still on him. He's still taking a lot of damage right then and there. Maybe that'd be huge. Sniper shot does give it that good opener though. Just one single shot just puts the guy a little bit behind. Necro trying to see if he can place traps left and right. I do wonder when is going to be his next Death Chakram combo. Fist of Fury doesn't quite connect. He's going to have to roll out of into this one. Knockbacks for Necro just to give himself a little bit of a breather as he creates as much space as humanly possible. Death Chakram available. Mongo may be looking for a bit of reposition. If Necro got any kind of like procs or anything available, now would be a good time to do it. But it looks like the Monkey's going to take the Death Chakra Frisbee and take it behind the pillar with him. While these two are going, we got an HB block over on the team 1 with Dabbler over on the team with Demonic as well as Torvas, and Mongo still fighting through Necro with Rosie, Squiddle, Stone as well as Bobby on standby. Sniper shot. I think Mongo's gonna go for a port, isn't he? Unless, yes, actually, yes, it is. Chimeric poison though. I feel like Chimeric, if you use it at the correct time, I think that silence as Mongo goes behind the pillar to heal could be massive. That could be the winning strategy. Alexi with the Necro. Finally, Mongo gets himself quite a bit of damage and scatter. And as long as Necro can get some space and breathe, and not a lot of health available, does go for the blackout kick. Just had the trap come out at the very last second. With Bobby going to be up next, trying to see if he could probably zone out Mongo. The guy should have a port at least to, I think, the other side of the pillar. I believe it's kind of hard to see from this angle. No, he does. So he does have a way to at least zoom over to the other side if he's ever under pressure. For Bobby though, he gotta get the guy from out of the pillar, lock him down with a couple of roots, zone him out with a Ring of Frost as well as Blizzard. So that wouldn't be a bad idea at all. Zoena's up, trying to see if he can entrap him in place possible. Fist of Fury, mad damage. Bobby not really feeling all that good. All the time to keep himself fine, but that's gonna be a massive kick right after. Intro Karma does go in for a ice block. That is actually a lot of damage for Bobby to take in all at once though. He got himself a nice reset or refresher with all the time, but then another kick out of Mongo just puts the guy super behind. Brett the follow. Ring of Frost does get interrupted. You might be in a bad spot trying to see if you can keep the guy away. Shields are available. Unless you can find a way just to CC him for just a moment, you might be in a bad spot. Touch of death. Oh no. Oh no. Trying to see if he can get himself a setup, but Mongo just got so much damage. This guy's playing super safe. Squiddle opening it up, and that's going to be immediate incap before he can even reach him. So Mongo, how we look at that, man? Trinket's still available. Ring of Peace actually is perfectly set up. A Squiddle trying to get himself a go. Trying to see if he can take a page out of his book. Just kind of keeping the guy up in the air. Mongo trying to see if he can escape the mid-air collision. Fist of Fury keeping him maybe a little bit survivable. Maybe look at the defensive right now, yeah? There's going to be Cloak. Got himself every defensive dampen harm as well as diffuse magic, even though there's not really magical versus Squiddle. Actually able to go for quite a bit of counter pressure. But Squiddle with an offensive, there's just not much you can really do in that situation. HB block charging out. I just noticed you're a MAGA orc. Not like a normal orc either. It's a spear. Unless Squiddle has a way out of this one, he can't really go anywhere. There's so much HB. And actually, that might give you the breather you needed You're looking at potentially holding onto your cooldowns, that or staying aggressive with the guy. You do have a Zoen. Maybe you could just rotate defenses while keeping Zoen rolling. Karma Raptor for the Blaze-Stone. Nothing to worry could really do to stop this. Could maybe go for a parry of his own. Taking a lot of big hits though. Man is having to go for a parry. Needs a heal right there, right then if he can get one. But that's actually so much damage taken all at once. Let's go to try to keep himself alive as best as possible. Stormbolt does go in for a charge. Trinket available. HB, not a lot of health left unless he got himself maybe a heal. Fear last second. Commanding Shout, he's not out of the game just yet. Warbreaker, does he have himself a heal right now? Impending Victory would have been amazing right then and there. My goodness. Torva's up next, charging. And Squiddy trying to see if he can win as best as possible. What do you got left? You got not much. You wait until the Karma. I think you're not really... Monks don't really play super, like, brazen up until you have your Karma. Once you have Karma, at least you can maybe turn down the pressure, turn the attention around on the other guy. It's a way to stop gap damage completely. DRs and reductions can only do so much for you, but Torva's trying to see if he can maintain the speed. Squiddy finally maybe got himself some cooldowns back. It got himself quite a lot of bursts actually, trying to see if he can match up Torva's. The guy needs a bit of a ramp up for his full crusade, but Squiddy can maybe use defenses to avoid building into that ramp, or at least reducing the pressure of that ramp. He might be okay. Trying to see if he can use mobility. Poor last second. What? Huh? Wait, what killed you? I'm sorry? Was it like a hammer still like floating in the area and you poured it back and they got hit by it? Oh, what was that? Rosie gonna be up next though, trying to see if we can blast out Torvas. The man maybe looking at immunity. He used Lay on Hands instead. That is bold of you. Because now you don't have any way to stop the damage. Oh no! And Rosie just kept the pressure rolling in with the Dabbler. Gotta be up next, getting super aggressive, just charging him with a Nova stun. Gotta be a trinket immediately. With an auto time in case things get rough. Got yourself a big touch of the magic. Mad burst of damage without even full go. Just arc and blast back to back into an ice block. I was gonna say what happened with the auto time, but I think he might have removed the turtle shell right after. As Dabbler got himself a decent setup. Ring of Frost, depends if he's gonna get frozen. But Rosie, I think, is just going to try to stay as far away from you as humanly possible. Nova doesn't quite connect. Turtle still held on. Exil may be the play for Rosie. Got a full harpoon onto a Dabbler. Kill shot. Oh, that kill shot does end up getting the kill. Oh my goodness. The crits on kill shots are brutal. I feel like executes do a lot of damage, right? When you get a fatty execute. Touch of death basically kills ya. But a kill shot, I feel like, honestly, I feel like it's probably one of the harder hitting executes, at least in PvP. Because if it crits, you have so many crit damage modifiers as a survival hunter. God, it's so good. I don't think even Shadowburn hits that hard, does it? For Warlocks? I think there's even some crit capabilities there too, like crit damage scaling, but I'm not even 100%. Rosie though, a little bit of 100. Wait, no. Demoniac does not want to fight Rosie, he wants to fight Stoneblood. Stoneblood got full cooldowns, Demoniac got full cooldowns. I think that's what he's trying to do, trying to give Rosie a chance to get some cooldowns back potentially. I don't really know, it looks like maybe they're doing a switcheroo. I think they're gonna let this guy go. Yeah, a quick trade-off, a bit of a tag in. I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly okay. If you guys want to do that, I'm totally down. 100%. The Demoniac, immediate blessing protection on the Paladin, maybe looking for a defense and does not want to burn a trinket here. But maybe Ninja. Stoneblood does not commit wings at the moment though. He's just trying to see if he can use an immunity, build up a little bit of pressure onto the Rogue without the big cooldowns. Cloak of Shadow is no longer available, so Stoneblood next go he has. The Rogue does not have a trinket either, so for Stoneblood this could be huge. Does get him some wings. If he can keep the Rogue somehow out in combat and be allowed to ramp up his full crusade, I think he might be okay. But for Demonic, I think honestly stealth, best case scenario right now. Getting in there instead, does not want to sit with a full stealth reset, trying to see if we can go for Shadow Strikes, maybe build for a kidney shot, but Stoneblood has the most amount of damage built up. I think it's just over, man, unless the Cheat Death lives, saves you. Hold on a second, are you alive still? Wait. You're alive. I feel like it's one of those things where your Cheat Death is going to fail you, because sometimes during the most crucial moments for rogues, Cheat Death just poofs, disappears, doesn't even do anything. There, it actually saved you, and you were just fine. Even had the time to walk over to Rosie and be like, I hate fighting paladins, go back in there. You goober. But Demoniac though, I feel like he might decide to play this safe, man. At least no more wings available for the Pally. There goes the bubble. If you can somehow mitigate some of this damage, evasion is available. As long as you're facing the guy, you might be okay. If you can maybe like veer out of smoke bomb, step in, blind, wait it out for the bubble. Wait, hammer hanging over your head. You're looking for that escape. Stoneblood has a chance to maybe get you back into combat. Shadow Step. Does Hammer get you out of combat? Out of stealth? No. Apparently it doesn't. That or he just didn't build up enough damage for it to. Right? I'm not 100% on that one though. Not 100%. I'm so used to Paladin playing Final Wreck, right? Just drop in big damage every minute, you're good. Hammer's a little weird though. It's gonna be a wall immediately for Stoneblood. Hammer above Demonic's head, cloaks it immediately. It's gonna be Shield of Vengeance out of Stoneblood. I don't believe we'll be seeing Crusade for a while, but for Demoniac this is good because he could go for a proper secret technique and maybe as long as he lives his go. Wait a second, I'll vanish. Oh, that was actually rough. I was actually kind of close. A little too close for comfort, honestly. But Demoniac does have a trinket coming back up little by little. Dance, Shadowblade's available. No trinket available for Stoneblood, but he does go in for Blessing of Sanctify. So that stun does nothing. Mad damage by the Rogue, mad damage by the Paladin. Good being in this game, the Paladin does go in for the final slam at the end there though. Well done. Wow, what a good honor duel at the end, man. I like it. What a good honor duel. I enjoyed that. Hell yeah. Even though homie gets a chance to play. Huh. Alright, let's get us another one going if we still got a group, boys. They seem to be actually really fun. I'm surprised with just how many rogues we've had and hunters. And like, none of the games really feel drawn out, man. This is refreshing. Really refreshing. How are we doing? Still 5? Fantastic. Boris, let me know if you're ready. Yeah, that arena was a little weird though, chat. I don't know. That one felt a little weird. That one felt like it was, what's the word? A little big. Not something I think I want to... It's a cool arena for like 3s. I just don't think it fits well for the dueling scene. You know, it's like Call of Duty, you want to 1v1 somebody, you don't pick the biggest arena, you pick like Rust or something, or Crates. You don't pick like the massive one that's intended for like 30 versus 30, right? 60 player matches or whatever. But yeah, let's do Tiger's Peak. I think Tiger's is a good one. Need one? Okay, okay. Okay. We wait. We in? I'm not. Yeah, I'm not up for that one. We'll just should add more tricks in the Valpera bag. I want dirt, although I can do a Jack Sparrow with a Jar Jar. Yeah, I'm not against it. Although all those tricks for Valpera, don't they just like, isn't it just like cosmetically modifying the thing? It's still like, it's gonna do damage, but it can like, it's a poison damage vial or like a fire thing or a shadow thing, but it doesn't really do anything, right? It just like, just a flavor, isn't it? I was hoping that when they said like for Valpera it's gonna be like a bag of tricks, I thought, oh, maybe you can get like a damaging racial or a CC racial or like a utility racial, like maybe you chuck a potion, you move 10% faster, you know, every like, I don't know, minute 30 or something. I thought it'd be like that much more different, but you know. Wolfie needs a +1 if you guys want to join up, by the way. Yeah. Let me see if I can save that. I don't know if I did already. Yeah, NA is miles ahead of EU in terms of duels. Like EU is almost there at 300, almost cracking that. I think they just got to 90. You guys are in 320. It's actually kind of insane. You guys are monsters. But also I think EU, I don't know, is it just EU has like longer games? Or is it like something else? I'm not even sure, man. I'm not even 100%, honestly. But yeah. I don't think it's listed it. No. Need. I'm gonna ask him real quick because I could list it for you, Wolfie. Nah. Nah. Yeah, a lot of you guys think I'm mainly EU. I am NA. I do everything on NA. I live in NA. So I'm waiting for arena and offline waiting. Listen for 2 seconds. Okay. Yeah, he'll listen in a bit here. But how you doing, my man? How you doing, Wop? What are you bringing tonight? You bringing the rogue? Bringing the warrior? Because I love watching you on that warrior, though, man. Absolutely blasting it. I saw that play on H. Whatever Brazil. Yeah, I feel ya. Yeah, no, I play. I live in NA, so playing on NA makes sense, you know.
I do like having a U account. Man, yeah, is that a mess? That's the lowest I can get? You're a trooper. You are a trooper playing. Dude, that's rough, man. But you're doing fantastic with the Boris. It seems like MS doesn't really hold you back whatsoever, my guy. That's last one for this time. Yeah, go for it, man. Listed. Should be listed. I believe it's like in Raids Legacy. Or in the other one. Or Raids. I guess for you it's like Raids Shadowlands. For me it's Raids Shadowlands. But the group is listed, WAP. If you want to join in, you can get in, my man. Should have a spot. They should add a Fell Vial. That's the only one missing. Yeah. Yeah, why not, right? Why not? Or like just shoot like fireworks, slingshot, whatever you want to do. You know, that'd be kind of neat. In queue, yeah. Or like maybe like something wacky, something funny. I really don't know. Like what if instead of like throwing a vial, you just got like a I just thought it was stupid. I thought it was stupid, but I'll just say it anyway. What if you just got like finger guns and you just went bang and it still did damage? Why not? Or like one of those toy guns that has a cork for a bullet and you shoot a cork. Why not, right? Did he get in, Rip? You didn't get in? No! Okay, well, we'll get you in after this. How does that sound? We're just gonna get these things going. How does that sound, my guy? Tigers speak. Hopefully that'll work. Maybe Rogue that blind? Yeah, maybe, dude. Maybe that's the MS thing. That could be it. That was clutch, though. That was close. I don't really see that kind of stuff that trades all that often. The guns. Exactly, yeah. Instead of like, it just you get like a loaded gun, right? Just toss it. Toss garbage at people. I don't know. Alright. We're good. We'll switch. Alrighty. Wait. I don't even know if I did it. Alright. We got Bobby back in. Over for the Frost Mage. Necro on that team. Rosie back in. Squiddy. As well as a new guy. Solarial. I like that set. You know what? At first when I saw the Mage set for Demon Hunters, I was like, you know what? It's just a lot more green. A lot more fell. And I felt like Demon Hunters have a lot of it. But after working towards it, I actually like it a lot more. Like green actually fits super well. Kevin! Join in as a Destro? Not a Paladin? No, Affliction! Color me surprised and intrigued. Mongo on that team as well. We got Dabbler in there, Demoniac, as well as Torvis, and Kevin as Affliction was not on my bingo card for the day. That's gonna be what is it? Ring of Peace over for Squiddy. Mortical immediately as soon as he finds himself a breather. There goes Dots as soon as he can go for it. Gonna be Lexi onto Kevin. Dots going for the human racial. Trying to see if he can back up out of there. Hoping to go for a fear. Maybe a big board. Man is actually under a ton of pressure and under a ton of stress. But the Dots are doing work and Squiddy might be in a bit of trouble. That's gonna be a full fear onto Squiddy. If you can just get the most amount of Dots, it's gonna reverse those Dots and try to dispel him back into Kevin. Squiddy not completely out of the woods just yet. No fear yet. Again, Kevin under a ton of pressure. Trying to see if he can get the Dots and the fear on Squiddy, but I think it's just over, yeah? Maybe still dies to the Dots. Trying to see if he keeps himself afloat, but that was a lot. And I feel like when you can reverse the Dots back to the guy, I think that's where it makes a pretty big difference. Dabbler gonna be up next as a Fire Mage this time around, though. And Squiddy got nothing left. Pick a bust. He's Squiddy. Did you just hit him with a fireball? I don't think anyone went for a Pyroblast either or anything. But it's gonna be Necro up next as you just went for your full combustion. Blazing, blasting right through his shield immediately. Pyroblast fell in. Then it's gonna be a that's a lot of damage taken, but you couldn't really do much because of that Chimeric with the silence effect. Necro with a massive heal, trying to see if he can pick up a little bit more survivability. Should also have Team 2 should be having a Warlock Hellstone. Okay, I kind of got confused with both of them. Dabbler though, charging right in with a blink, immediate breath onto Necro, avoiding the interrupt. It goes in for a juke, but doesn't really have anything to follow up afterwards. Kind of has to wait until combustion's back up in about 50 seconds, unless you get yourself like a proc or so. Gonna be a freezing trap around the corner. Dabbler with an invis actually, so as long as he sees where Necro is, he might be okay. As long as he doesn't go far to the left, and he may just walk in. Necro should be able to get himself a proper go. That is gonna be Chimeric slowing down their approach. Big damage to the Dabbler. I think it's just over, right? Unless you get cauterized last second, your shield barely holding on. Ult time is available. Maybe you can reposition. At least you can reverse some of the damage. You will need your ultra. Oh, was it not ultra? Was it something else? Did ultra just now go off?
or did he remove Ultra pretty early on? I'm not even sure, but the guy did end up bleeding out right there on the arena floor. That is unfortunate. Sniper shot on the opener. Mongo and Necro getting a bit of a rematch between the two. It's going to be immediate slow. That or... I can never tell if it's a concussive shot getting tossed in or if it's a chimeric. And honestly, to me, the projectiles look about the same. Necro places a freezing shot, but somehow Mongo just avoids it with a jab. Scatter for a second. Necro not in a great spot. If you could maybe kite the guy back into a freezing trap, maybe you'll be okay. Definitely is looking for that camo if at all possible. Mongo trying not to give him a breather whatsoever. Tiger's lust in order to break out of that tar trap. I think it's just over unless Necro got something for this. Rapid fire karma, it's just over. Mongo committed quite a lot of cooldowns though, with Bobby charging in, no more karma for him to deal with. Just gonna try to see if he can zone the guy out. Frozen Orb as well as Blizzard around the pillar. If only he had the trifecta of Frozen Orb, Ring of Fire, Ring of Frost, because that's a lot of pressure. Ring of Frost is just gonna melt you though. This is, oh, how would you lift that just now? I felt like your health dropped to like 2 twice there. What was that? Mongo's still not done completely. He's trying to see if he can break out of these, but the shatters are just so painful. Does himself a fortification brew, but a glacial is just going to be piercing right through the chest. Nothing he can do in that situation. And down he goes with Torvus. Man, Team 2 just getting dismantled little by little. This is a really fast-paced game, huh? Flurry immediately for Bobby, trying to see if he can maybe play around his damage and range away from Torvus. If he can spell steal the Hand of Freedom, that'd be huge. If he can slow him down with Blizzards on top of it, that'd be even bigger. As Torvus does have full burst, Bobby pops in an Ice Bug just to immune some of the damage, but breaks it immediately. That is still a Paladin with a full Crusade, and he's out here to make it as painful of an experience in this arena as possible for you. Bobby will not be seeing the second block for a while, trying to see if he can go for a miss, but the guy just gets... Oh no, just absolutely just global very, very quickly. Solari is going to be up next. Immediate stun. Torvus had a little bit of the wings waiting off at the very tail end though, but still not out of the woods. Got plenty of defense. Plenty of stuff to work with. Blind onto Solarium. Trinkets out of it. Had himself the meta for a short moment. Hunt right after, trying to see if he can go, maybe slamming down the demon. Torvus does have a bubble, maybe looking into that one anytime soon, unless Solari just randomly blasts him out of left field. I've been doing quite a number, maybe looking at that immunity right now, unless you're just done. Oh no! Was there just laying hands that maybe kept him in forbearance for too long? Is that what it was? Because he was just denied the ability to get a bubble whatsoever. Demonic with an immediate zap onto Solari as soon as he sees the Demon Hunter charging in. Solari, no trinket available. Perfect opportunity for Demonic to maybe just take this duel. And with a secret technique, I think it might be over. Cloak barely keeping Solari alive. Darkness down. And we'll need to find a way just to get some kind of burst combo to Demoniac. Maybe see if you can get a trinket out of him. If you can somehow avoid one of his kidney shot lockdowns with a vengeful retreat, maybe you'll be good. Trying to make some damage up with Cloak for Demoniac though. Trying to see if he can reposition. If Solari can somehow just keep Demoniac either away from him or from stunning him, he may be okay. But it's going to be a rough one. Got him to the Ibium. Picking up the Demonic. Actually, not Demonic Soul. Maybe he will be able to. I was thinking the demon is close enough where you should automatically pick it up, right? Doesn't have grabbing it. It's going to be a little bit more health. Blurry available, but it's just not going to do anything at the end. No, that is a porch with Rosie. Last one left over Team 1. These two are going to try to make it as much of an even match as possible. That's a really fast match, though. The amount of burst everybody's got. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. But right now, Demonic actually walking into this. You know what? I think he's got himself a winnable position. He got 2 vanishes, no cloak, evasion, no dances, but you'll be able to get that with a single vanish. And Shadow Blade's coming back up very little by little. So I think he might be all right. Potentially. We'll see. I feel like this is about as close of a match as you can between a Hunter and a Rogue, and it's about as even as it can be. With Rosie also letting the guy get a proper open on him. I mean... So Demoniac, his disadvantage, not really nearly as massive in my opinion. Big secret thing to follow. Gonna be a binding shot right after into a full stun onto Demoniac. Rosa looking for a bit of a reset. Took a lot of damage. Freezing trap, waiting for the guy. Could be a trinket situation. Trying to see if he can avoid giving it up all that easily. Manic Bedded Star Trap. Rosie just trying to buy himself as much time until they have himself a proper go. No cloak for a while for Demoniac, so if he can land a big go without a cloak, you'll be golden. This is going to be Death Shock and Explosive right after. Demonic just kind of going behind the pillar, and so is Rosie. Not really worried about trying to get as much damage into Demoniac, just trying to let the pet do work, let the dots do work, let the Explosive do something. Big damage right after. Cheap shots back to back. Secret technique to follow. Rosie having to burn every defense to live this turtle shell. And Demonic does get a cloak back up and available. Has himself a vanish, still holding on to a trinket. Rosie without a trinket, so I have to be very Very careful with what they do here. Freeze a trap, but he can still get out. Body shot, not gonna get value. Or he's just gonna proc it, just to have it. Vanish to follow. Maybe you can get him out. Kidney, I think it might be over. Unless the pet stack is enough to keep you alive. Do you have a secret technique? Does get it? Well, he does have a secret technique, I think. Big XL, just shock him. Wait, maybe turns around. It's gonna be big explosive demonic. I think it might be over. Cheat death. He has nothing left. Just needs one big kill shot. Demonic, I think. Oh, I was actually so close. That was actually such a close deal between the two. Oh my goodness. That is so close. Oh man, I think maybe the pet got a crit there or two, but a cheat death at least saved. At least he did something, right? Normally I'm just so used to that thing just not working, but it worked so well. Wow, that was so good. These two still need to get a proper 1v1 though at some point. A proper 1v1. Boris, let me know if you're good to go and we'll get another one rolling, yeah? Four out of 5. Okay, we just need you guys a +1 then. To death, dude. Usually, yeah. No, I've seen it way too many times in duels, and I've been cheated by it before. Cheat death is it's a cruel mistress. Sometimes it works, and other times it doesn't, and there's just nothing you can do about it. Thanks. You had to go for the white. Thanks so much for coming by, Stoneblood. I appreciate you. Boris, is the group listed in the Raid's Legacy, or do you want to list it up real quick? Maybe we get a +1. Because it is getting like 7 p.m. I could get some food. We could call it early, but like I'm have energy full. Never mind. Forget about it. Also, let me see if drama continue. Gotta keep it tomorrow. So after this I'm gonna be going in to find out what the hell is going on. I actually they tried to schedule like, hey, I'm gonna be going to meet up with like who I gotta talk to about this drama. It's like, dude, I'm literally scheduling it right now. EU player, what's up, Hunter? Yeah, we're doing these EU Friday. So if you were here yesterday or if you come back next week for EU, you can join in. You're more than welcome to hang around and watch the boys on NA play today. But for EU, yeah, that's gonna be later. But a joint can fight in Raid's Legacy. Groups are full for now, but I can get you in when we got a spot, friend. Alrighty, let me get you guys in. Hold on, we have enough for at least one more match. What did we do, man? I think we've done every map so far, right? Have we just gone through entire like roster of Azeroth maps? Have we done a Dalaran sewers? I don't think we have we? Good and Boris 5. I think it's the one we haven't done. Also 10 is wondering if you could join. So if you guys got a spot, the homie wants in. You know what I mean? We don't need groups dueling. Sometimes there's enough bodies. Like if Chills was here, he'd probably make a separate group specifically. Chicago would try to see if he can make a separate group and just get their homies in, whatever. You know, Seavark, maybe he'll get like a buddy or two or whatnot. Mash would maybe be in if Trickster was around, right? That kind of stuff. But like, usually there's like, it's kind of nice sometimes just having like 2 groups and just having like people inside those groups rotate. Because it's just like 2 things they gotta manage. Group 1 and group 2. When I had to manage 3, I had to find a way to like carousel you guys around so you're playing different stuff. When it's 4 groups and like 5 groups, that's where it gets super hectic for me. So I'm actually kind of cool with just having like a smaller groups, but all the homies get to play. And Nerf, Assas, and Og, or Nerf Ass and Og. His hand, dude. That's my boy. I ain't done WoW. Alrighty. Did I save this? I hope I did. I'll just make sure I do. Alrighty. I'll keep you Brago. I'll ditch you guys into drama tomorrow. I'll be in here tomorrow, yeah? So Twitch. I'll be doing duels, not duels, but PTR stuff. How does that sound? If you're in, I'll tell you all about it. Gonna be Kevin first up versus Rosie as it goes in for Big Death Shark. Him immediately popping out of the trinket with mad burst onto Kevin. The guy just having to respond. Every defensive has been sent instantly with a body shot right after, as Rosie trying to add some pressure at as many hurdles towards Kevin as best as possible. Full dots are in, Dark Glare is in. Unless you gotta heal though, it just might be over. Trying to heal from the bed, but it just is not enough. And Rosie's still ticking down with all the crippling agonies and corruptions little by little. Dabbler trying to see if he can get himself a proper go while Rosie cannot catch a proper reset. Big burst available. Dutch of the Magic active. Turtle Shell does give him a little bit of that freedom and safety. Ring of Frost though, if he doesn't move though, he's gonna get himself frozen. Does get himself a tar trap. Touch of the Magic doesn't really do nearly as much damage as I thought it would, but every one of those missiles just chipping away at whatever is left of you little by little. Arcade Surge is available. Dabbler had himself a go. Unless you walk into the freezing trap, probably going to be a trinket. Botting shot, that could be a really bad combo. Trying to see if he can go around left. Botting shot kind of makes him not want to run in that direction. And because there's a botting shot, he's actually avoiding the freezing trap. So maybe maybe Rosie shouldn't have put botting shot there. Stun as soon as he goes for a blink. Nice use of stun. Nice use of trinket. Instead, you know what? At the end, maybe he was right about the freezing trap. Because I thought he's just avoiding it because of a body shot, but he actually ended up paying them. Oh, he just, how did he know that's exactly where you went? This guy blinked where you were and just went for explosives immediately. Hold on a second, harpoon him, but barrages, I think it's just over. How did you know? This man's brain is huge. That cranium, man, my God. What is that play? That was so good. This guy literally predicted clairvoyant mage. That was so good. I never, you know, whenever somebody catches a re-stealth, right? Sometimes you can kind of tell the direction they're going because there's like only one way out. But like in that corner, you can go to the corner next to the pipe, you can go left, you can go right, you can go to the side, you can go forward. There's like so many different angles, and you blinked exactly where the guy was and pressed explosive. It was perfect. Solari is going to be up next though, as Dabbler trying to see if he can slow the guy down. One thing against Demon Hunters is good as slows. No more Iceback available though. Man, that's rough. Slows is all you really have though. Demon Hunters don't have a way to really remove slows. They have fell rushes, vengeful retreats, a meta that can let you leap across. You can literally glide, but a slow is kind of permanently there. You can't really remove it instantly. You can't sprint out of it or anything. As Nerf Assas and Og gotta be up next. Full dots on Solari, got a full death mark and everything on him. He just wants to wait it out as best as possible. For Solari, the dots there is a pretty big delay, gives you an opportunity to have a go, and the recovery you can do to fight the dots is actually a massive cloak by Nerf. Trying to see if he can place a sigil under you. Do you have a stun to follow up? He's gonna go for a trinket actually with an envenom and is looking for a reset. Dude, two are actually super close to one another in terms of like the survivability. Actually kind of close. Solari, do you have yourself Spectracite? What is slowing you? Are you just slow walking? Or is it just... Is that like crippling poison or something? What is happening? What is... Are you running? Wait. No, hold on. That is a poison, I think. I think that is creeping poison. Like when you keep moving, you eventually slow yourself to a 90% movement crawl. But if you just stop and stand still for a little bit, you will be fine. It'll be cleared. Is that what he's playing? Hold on a second. I think that's not him walking. He's not RP walking. That's just a poison. You never see that thing being used anymore. Used to have a damage effect on a bit of a slow, but now it's just a pure slow, and it's actually kind of helping Nerf ass do pretty well. Not bad. Look at him. He just walk away. He can just escape. He doesn't even do play subtlety for double vanishes. Just look at the slopes. It's hilarious. If you stop moving, the poison will fall off. I just gotta stop moving for a second. I've never seen anybody use that poison. Big Hunchy death is gonna be a trick. And try to see if we can just end this rogue. He's so dumb with this poison right now, dude. He's so dumb with it. Stun right after. Torvus is not gonna give you an out whatsoever unless you have an immunity. It's just over. He's just slamming it. Does end up picking up a little bit of health though. And maybe, wait, hold on. Torvus is gonna kind of low. I don't think Demon Hunter's gonna make it out of this one. But man, almost added the sigil. It was so close. Bobby's gonna be up next. Bobby Boucher? I am so bad with that name, dude. How do you say the name? How do you say the last name, dude? Bobby, I can do that, but Boosh, I don't even know. I'm not even gonna try. That's just embarrassing right there. Glacial Spike got himself a setup. Maybe a big go Torvus. Not in a great spot. Does not have wings up for this one. Doesn't have immunity. Flare and Frost is just over. Caught him in every single angle. One side, you have a Glacial. On the other, Ray. And it feels like you're playing against two people, but it's just one mage. This can be in two places at once. Bobby, immediate Ice Bug though. Instant. Has himself a second one. Not done yet. I feel like against a rogue, this is like the matchup you lose. In most cases. For mages is kind of tough. But having at least a second immunity, maybe you'll be okay. Does end up stepping past you. If you can somehow kite the rogue into the freeze, that would be huge. Cloak, he's not going to be hit by that snowdrift whatsoever. You got a bit of a weird spot trying to go for that a little bit of ulti time. You suppress it instantly. Do you get to? Oh! You just needed like a half a second to press ulti time. It was so close. You almost lived it too. I was just so... Man, Demoniac made sure to use every global, every second of that opener, and even down to the half second, man. Make sure that it gets the most value there. Well done. Snapper shot into the rogue. Hunter's mark available. Got himself big death chakram. Demonic with an evasion. As long he's kind of limited a lot of the damage from the hunter right now. You really don't want to be playing into that evasion, especially as you're trying to get yourself explosive shot and everything else available. Honestly, that's another thing we actually learned the other day with Kioskum. Hunter should start using opener. Scatter shot is the opener because death chakram doesn't break scatter shot for some reason. Scatter shot does not get broken by explosive shot, so you can use that, then follow up with a stun. That could be huge. Scatter shot using more defensively rather than for CC. It actually apparently plays super well with a lot of Hunter's abilities. You never really try it out. Most people treat it like a freezing trap, but it's actually kind of good. As Necro trying to see if he can play it slow. Demonic is fine, just waiting out some time. No trick out available for Necro, so it's only a matter of time until the kidney shot is available. Rapid fire maybe gives you an opportunity. Kidney shot right after, unless you had something for this one, like a pre-defensive. No, actually, Turtle Shell. Demonic did not have a proper dance available there. He just backstabbing you. So for Necro, at least he lives it. And now that the dance is active, you don't have to deal with dance. And that's going to be a reset. If only you had a Hunter's Mark, unless you flare him right now. You just knew. This man just knew. He could just tell. Scatter shot. I think it's over, yeah. There's no way. For Demoniac, though, versus Squiddy, now he's got to find a way to get out of this one. Blind immediately. It's going to force a trinket. Cloak available for Demonic. At least you're able to dodge. A lot of the hits getting thrown at you right now. Vanish available as well. Let's just try to see if we can get the hell out of dodge. Vanish? Maybe? Hold on. Oh! It's so close. You're so low. Why would you play so low? Why would you play with the fire like that? Why? I actually panicked there. IRL just like, my arm just came close to my body. I panicked for you. Like a flinch. As Squiddy tried to see if he can get himself set up. I think Squid is in a fantastic spot. He got a lot of defenses. The only thing he doesn't have is a trinket. And if Demonic can get a full kidney shot on him through a trinket, it's over. It's done. All the rogue needs is a proper good go. Squiddy just needs to pre-defensive, pre-wall, pre-something, anything. That's all you can really do in this situation if you have a leg sweep. He does have a sweep, but a kidney shot, no trinket. Is this going to be it? Are you just done? Hold on a second. Is that still a cloak? Vanish right for the rogue. Squiddy into Shadow Strike. Oh! Oh my god, this guy's reckless. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. And it's even more impressive knowing, because I found out just today that Demoniac plays with like 300 MS. So he's like having to play into the future, and this man literally is predicting the future as he's playing the game. That was incredible. That was so close. That was so good. My god. That was disgusting, but like in a good way. This is my favorite part when a rogue plays super risky and still wins. Like a rogue playing super slow, I'm like, okay, that's a guaranteed win. He's gonna do it. But when you're adding the risk in there, you don't know. Huh? Why? What? This guy came in, send cooldowns. Yes, avenge me. Do it. Grip him back out there. Do it. Yeah, run in. Get in here. Yep. Chase him. Chase him. Deserved. Thank you, homies. I appreciate ya. My God. I never felt supported this much in my life before, except for that moment. Isaac Tor, literally the Isaac Tor, man. TY homies. That guy swooped in, just blasted me and tried to see if he can get out of the scot-free. And these guys have my back. Love it, dude. I love it. This is why I like hanging out here. You know what? I'm a level 60. I'll get sniped out by random hunters once in a while, right? You guys also can come out and hang out with me. We've had that happen before. But yeah. Then we'll have random monks pop in and just hordes join up. You know what? I think you are right. That is a lot of core hounds. Except this is like the easy one to get, right? This is like I'm mounting it from auction house or like blacksmith from Legion, isn't it? Collection dungeon search my brain. Is it that bad? Full? Are we doing more chat or are we calling it for now? Chat, I'm actually thinking to call it. Because one, I'm gonna have to go deal with this drama thing. So I'll probably need some time for it. Two, I probably should get some food. I'm feeling kind of hungry. Just need one more to do something. Just need one more duel. Because I'm kind of done for the night, more or less. You know what I mean? Plus, I kind of want to start clocking back my schedule. Sunday, I'm going to be streaming. Monday, no stream. Tuesday, normal. Wednesday, normal. I'm thinking since we don't do raid testing anymore on Thursday, I'm probably going to take Thursday just to myself again. Thursdays and Sundays. I'm probably going to start downclocking my schedule. Just because I feel like I need a bit of rest before BlizzCon and then 10-2 and stuff like that. You know? Need a little bit of the energy because I noticed space for me. If we're doing more. Well, how many you got actually? Maybe you could do one more. One for the road. If you got a spot available, I can get Tintashion in here. Or X. I don't know which way which one I would have called. Because I got a guy that could maybe be +1. I'm not even 100% either. I just want to just give me like a run through. Who got full groups? Or how many you guys got? But I feel like Wolf is gone. Maybe I'll just call it there. Need one more? Yes. Invite. We'll do one more, chat. We'll do an Omas. Wolfie is switching. That's all good. Demon's group is full. Yep. We need one more for Wolfie. He needs a +1, and I got 10 Tashion who wants to join in. So we'll see how that goes, yeah? Have it listed. Let me see. Some to accept me. Did you list it? Did you join them? They are listed in Molten Core. Chicago? Chicago wants to join in now? What the? I think it was a +1 tier. Yeah, I think it's him. I think it's him. I think that's the boy. I think so. I'm not sure. Yeah, it is. Yeah. He just told me. But yeah, Chicago. Come on, Chicago. How? Now you're now you're like, yo, own it. I think we got one final game for the night, homie. Yeah, sorry, friend. Yeah, Chicago. You know I love having you in these duels, man. You're one of my favorites, bro. Bringing some shaman gameplay into these. But I think I'll just do one of Master will be done. What the hell? Missed my thing. Lost it. Gotta type it out again. Wolfie, Druid, Boris. Ask Chicago if you can add me a BNet. Oh, Chicago, you want to add Wolfie on BNet? Because that'd be a way to do it. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. I guess we'll do a grand, right? Let's do a grand real quickly, man. Yeah. All right, I think we're good now. Yeah, Twitch. Final one for the duels, boys. Yo, by the way, chat, thanks so much for hanging out. This is gonna be the final one for the night. I'm gonna go get some food and figure out the guild drum and stuff. I'll let you know, Bragg, if you're in tomorrow and you ask me about it, I could probably give you the download, like exactly what happened. You know what I mean? Because I don't even know what to expect. It's gonna be interesting, dude. I don't even know what I'm gonna be walking into. Oh my god. Alrighty. I was about to call you Blah. Bia? Is that your name? Bia. What is that supposed to be? How am I supposed to work with this? I already have a hard time with some of these names. Like Celeri, like I mean it's a kind of doable. The Dabbler, kind of doable. But Bia? I don't even know. We got us as Necro. We got Rosie as a Feral Druid. And Tier as well as Celeri blasted out by the Arcane Mage in the opener, trying to see if he can counter the pressure with some aggressive self-healing without leech and the damage output. May need to go for a full meta, just try to see if he can hold on to a lot of the defenses. Knocked back on that Ivan though, needs to find a way to reconnect. And Dabbler is actually feeling very, very healthy with the slows, just constantly slowing the team another two. And absolute crawl barrages is absolutely ripping apart. And that's the last barrage just around the corner, just absolutely does him in. With Rosie gonna be up next. Rosie Luna? Is that what it is? Not getting the proper opener though. For Dabbler, massive opener. That's actually, denying the opener is massive in general. Just you not having to deal with all the dots of the bleeds. Does go for the reset. Doesn't find him though. Does, oh, almost got it. Almost. Doesn't even realize that he was almost about to knock the Feral out of their opener. Gotta find a way just to live the dots. Give yourself a little bit of a break here. Touch of the Magi is active. Big blaster damage. Maybe look at Icebuck. Interrupted Arcane. Still gives you access to Frost though. But for Rosie, this is a massive defensive force out of the guy. So now you actually have yourself a pretty good situation at hand here. Got plenty of bleed damage too. So he's playing like a proper bleed Feral, which is awesome for this guy. So should be in a great spot. Gotta be Dabbler, try to see if he can mosey over towards the eyes. Can you find him fast enough? The Feral hugging next to the pillar. If Dabbler is quick enough on the draw, as long as you can deny the Feral the proper rake opener, that's a lot of damage that you just don't have to deal with. Rip bites out pretty bad. Normal rake, not too terrible. Opener rake with Feral Frenzy and a full rip and full bites back to back, that's just where the pressure just gets a little too much. I think picked up a second set of eyes though, but he doesn't really have a hunch where the Feral may be. As Rosie trying to get himself an opener, but doesn't really get one. Nova around the corner. Dabbler soon, quick on a draw, immediate freeze on the Feral. Perfect opportunity to have a go. No trinket available for Feral either. So now, do you just push in? Do you back up out of there? Decided just to retreat on the defensive for a good moment, as Dabbler just got himself big missiles to follow. And it just, I guess, can't really push in afterwards. Are you still playing Shimmer or are you playing Blink? I think this man is still playing Shimmer. And I feel like while Shimmer is good, I feel like a Blink just is such an aggressive play that kind of lets you like rush at the guy. Don't have to worry about bashes, stuns, or anything. Just blink out of all of them. No, he does play Shimmer, because there's no way you would have wanted to trinket and then go for a normal blink. Rosie does get the opener. They're able to get at least some bleeds. Gotta trinket out of the mage though. That is pretty massive. As long as you have enough mobility to catch him, maybe you'll be okay. Missiles, try to see if you can mosey back behind the pillar. Either Rosie will need to either combine a lot of the mobility cooldowns together to try to catch up to Dabbler. That or Dabbler is going to have to go on the aggressive at some point and just see if you can end the game a little bit early. Ring of Fire into Rosie, not going to feel that good for the bear for taking a bit of that periodic damage. Actually, significant periodic damage little by little. Bash, no way out for this one. Didn't really get himself a proper go. A bit of a delay with CDs, I guess, or CDR. I'm not even sure. Maybe a defensive, trying to go for some counter pressure. All the time available for Dabbler should be a-okay. Rosie with a wall, trying to maybe give himself a little bit of that survivability. Barskin on top of it. That's a lot of stuff being committed, but the mage is able to at least go for Shimmer. Maybe can go for reversal. If he can maybe go for reverse interrupt. Trying to go for Ring of Fire. Rosie unable to get himself a proper restyle though. Maybe for Dabbler there's an opportunity. Get himself some shooting power back. For Rosie, actually doing kind of mostly okay. I feel like for Dabbler though, his damage just kind of sneaks up when you're out of nowhere. Like the Feral is the one that's sneaking around the arena and trying to get himself a proper go. But for Dabbler, I think that's usually where his MO, just out of left field, the damage just kind of comes to full fruition. Rosie out in the open, so if Dabbler picks up the eyes right now, he'll be in a golden spot. It's almost like he knows. Pick it up. Should find him. Barrage still get himself a proper rake opener. That is unfortunate for Rosie. Got yourself the biggest bleeds. Feral Frenzy, Incarnation. That would be a pretty good time to do it. Trying to see if he can maybe achieve a little bit of extra pressure with a Berserk on top of it. But Dabbler avoiding him as best as he can. Just going for the juke, which is so perfect. Feral trying to go for a bit on a retreat, but Dabbler ends up kind of running away from Feral, where I feel like instead he should be chasing after the cat instead. Damage from Ring of Fire is going to add a little bit extra pressure. Barskin may not be enough. This slows the constant pressure from the mage. Is actually doing a number of breath. Doesn't quite connect with that full skull bash, using more for mobility rather than to interrupt the spell. But actually I think it plays that perfectly against him, but still doing fine more or less. Maybe gonna be able to live by the survivability of the Heart of the Wild, while dampening still doesn't really hold up. Dabbler though just keeps picking away at the Feral Druid whenever he's out. I feel like as long as he can get himself a proper like mobility setup, I think he could maybe get Feral like absolutely just out of position. If anything, he does end up avoiding a lot of the Feral's openers almost every single time. All the time, maybe potentially just where he commit all the damage. Rosie doesn't really have much to work with. I don't even know if a Barskin is available. Trying to get counter offensive missiles to follow. As if you have a Skull Bash, maybe you should use it, but it's going to be a juke on that instead. Touch of the magic damage keeps building missiles to follow. Have himself the positional in order to go for Shimmer. Could go for the reverse blink in order to get himself a better spot. Barrage is constantly harassing the Feral Druid. As long as you don't get interrupted, you'll be mostly okay. Nova's available. Cyclone does actually land the clone. It's going to be Ice Bug just to see if he can add the duel then and there. Another clone for Rosie. Got himself a regrowth. I think he's playing for the clone, where the clone is going to give you next finisher. A Feral Frenzy on top of it, isn't it? Because I think he's in the power shifting into cat form maybe a little bit too quickly. So I feel like he's not playing around the Cyclone go. A bit of a missed opportunity. Barrage is back to Rosie, still hanging out behind the pillar, able to slowly recover, but the damage is starting to build up little by little. Every single one of these missiles is just chipping away a little bit that you will not be able to regain at this higher dampening. Cyclone right after, regrowth to follow. Got himself maybe a little bit of survivability, but it's just a matter of time. If the Feral somehow can maybe live long enough for the wall, Get aggressive with it. Maybe that's something that could work, but no, just eventually dampening will not give you any opportunity to make a comeback. You just pass the point of no return, and it's just over. With Seer going to be up next versus Dabbler. He played well versus Feral. Fantastic, in fact. Denied a lot of those openers. My question now is, can he do the same thing for Rogue? I feel like for the Rogue, it's a little bit more difficult, a little bit more challenging. But we'll see, yeah? As Seer skulking around. Is he the same build as a Demoniac? He's actually... What's he missing? No, it's not missing anything. I think it's just more like Hellstone. Cooldowns look a little different for them. Big burst on the Dabbler. Does have himself the ult of time. Is that going to get you back to full? Blind? Kind of better. Not completely full. Sap, perfect material, even though the Nova, I feel like he would have gotten hit by the Nova. But I guess he was just right outside of that range. It's like a yard away from that thing. But should be able to get him so maybe a perfect go. Trinket immediately for Dabbler. Got him some defense. I don't know if it's going to be enough right now unless he gets himself maybe a full on immunity. Doesn't have a lot to work with. Does get to Nova the guy at the very least. Tira still holding on to a Cloak of Shadows. Trying to see if he can shot him out of that one. But that's going to be one reset completely gone. And Dabbler hanging out kind of next to where the eyes are. The far eyes are spawned. So maybe could grab them in order to at least get an opener or one up on the Rogue. Potentially. Seer trying to see if he could swing around the other side of the pillar. Dabbler out in the open. Everything available here. No Trinket at the ready. Does go in aggressively versus the Rogue. Gowit should get here at least an opportunity to set something up. And I think the Eviscerates and maybe Secret Technique will do enough damage. Maybe. Really close. Breath not connecting. Oh, and I think Secret Technique just chased after him even though he was long gone with that Shimmer. Oh, no. That's not good. That's not great. Kevin? Oh, no. Kevin. If Kevin came in on a Paladin, I feel like this would be a one-sided of a duel. What's hurting you back there? Are you dotted? You are dotted. So Kevin did leave you with like a little gift back there. Okay. Interesting. Also gotta hit up Kevin, see how he's like an Affliction Warlock, by the way. Normally Kevin's playing a Prop Pally. Oh no, Red Pally. But an Affliction Warlock is interesting. Wait, a bit of an auto duel? Is that what we're getting? Okay. Interesting. Tyr does have everything for this one, man. I feel like the only thing he doesn't have is like two charges of Vanish, but at least one. I don't know how you win this. I don't know how you win this. It just feels like insurmountable at times. But we'll see. Smoke bomb opener. Is that what we're going with? Mortical immediately onto Tyr as soon as he gets himself even a little bit of an opener. As Kevin trying to get some dots on the guy, but it's going to be no interrupts on a Tyr. Instead, just using stuns back to back while getting used. Probably going to be a Cloak of Shadows out of the Rogue. This is the most amount of damage with the Darklight, and all of it is gone in an instant as the Rogue vanishes afterwards. Got free, clean, just ready to go back in there. Kevin used everything just now, from the Warlock Hellstone to the Darkblade. Just gonna wait out for the demon to be gone. I don't even know if this guy really does a lot of damage. Or does he? Like by itself? Maybe enough. Maybe it's significant. I never really paid attention. I just mostly thought like, oh, it's mostly there to just extend the dots. But maybe. Gonna be a stun. I don't know what Kevin could do in this situation. Locked down by the Rogue. Kidney into a cheap shot. Just absolutely stuck in place. Trinket immediately for Tyr as soon as he gets hit with a fear. I'm gonna go for a blind reset. Huh. I was thinking he was gonna go aggressive. I guess I'm just so used to Rogues going super aggressive after the last few duels chat that we've seen. Having Tyr play like super slow, like very much a Griff Cup play style. Huh. I will say I didn't miss slow Rogue games. I will say this. Did not miss that. Stun onto Kevin. The guy dropping down a Dark Fact. Maybe it'll be enough, but it breaks instantly. Cloak barely keeping him alive. Tyr. Was that a Vanish reset? Might have been a Vanish reset there. But he's trying to see if he can just chip away at Kevin little by little. Maybe just trying to consolidate some cooldowns for the next guy, whether it is Demoniac or Torvus. But Kevin at least able to get some kind of dots on the guy at the very least. Maybe can Gateway. Does get a drain. Maybe that'll do something. At least get yourself a little bit more health. That's rough though. Dots are doing a number though. Hold on a second. If you got a Mortal Coil, maybe you could turn it around. Wait a second. Kevin, Mortal maybe? Ah, so close. Actually pretty close. If you had Mortal Core like in between of those stuns, I think that would have been perfect. But Tier did make sure to make those stuns pretty airtight. Nothing could squeeze in between. Torvus trying to see if he can avenge the Hobie right as soon as he saw him, picking up the eyes, trying to see if he can find the road. As a dampening game, actually. We're hitting that 11-minute mark, 12 minutes actually. 63% dampening. Huh. Yeah. Like I said, chat, did not miss the long road games. I feel like that like takes a lot of wind out of me, man. I love what we had earlier. Can we go back to that? Torvus, can we go back to that? Try to go for a stun setup. Torvus, though, got a wall. May just be enough. Dampen is really high, though, so you will be looking out at the healing and health a little bit more carefully. Mad damage to the Tier. Does he have enough? Blind to follow to death. Last second, but maybe the hammer? No, the hammer was not enough. I was thinking that spinning hammer maybe will do it. Into a smoke bomb gives him just enough time with a line of sight away from Torvus just to get himself a sap and squeeze past him on the other side of the pillar. Torvus, full cooldowns, roaring, blazing, trying to see if he can catch up a little bit of health. Not in a great spot though. For Tier though, is he gonna go for a go? Trying to see if he can go for a sap on the guy, but I think it's a super yard, right? Is that what it is? Trying to go for heals. I think for Tier, maybe you can use that cloak and dance to get an immunity out of the guy, but I don't really know. I feel like it's just going to be one of the slowing games where the eyes are going to be up, and it's going to be down for Torvus just to grab it and see if he can make something work. For Tier, he's got to find a way to get something else out of Torvus. Vanish coming up very, very soon. Blessing protection is perfect. Has a trigger for this one. Cloak in case he really needs one. Shadow Melt doesn't really let him escape. Hammer's hanging over his head. Cloak just to immune a lot of his damage, but he's unable to get himself a proper go within 3 seconds. If Torvus maybe can make something work. Mad hit. Hold on a second. Random AoE. Oh, it was so close. It was actually so close. What got you out of stealth? I'm not even sure. Shadow Strike, Shadow Blades. Hold on a second. Jude just turning around. Wall. Tier does end up taking the kill there. Well done. Not a fan of the slow roll games, but you did end up pulling a victory out of that one. And I can't get pressure for this. And Demonic just absolutely looking like a madman, dude. No shirt, hair looking Frankenstein, like a Frankenstein's mess over here. Butcher blades. Summer shorts, and Necro and Bia are the last ones left over for the Team 1 versus Demoniac. And in that 75% dampening, dude, I did not miss 75% damp. I don't like this. That's a little slow. A little sluggish for me. Cheap shot immediately onto Necro with a fairly nice scatter right after. If you can go for a scatter opener, could be kind of good. Cloak, evasion. That's a big slow though. Steady shot. I don't really know if it's going to go for proper steady, but he can't really go for damage right now without evasion. But the main one is try to find a way to get a hunter's mark on the rogue, something, anything just to keep him in combat in one way or another. Demonic does end up dipping behind stealth. If Necro can position around the traps, he'll actually be okay. That volley though does get the guy out, and Demonic goes in for a Shadow Strike instantly. Secret technique off of the kidder shot, cheap shot, Abyss. I think it's just over, right? Unless Shadow Shot last second, it is going to be a tar trap. Freezing trap around the corner. So for Necro, he's actually doing quite a bit of recovery over there. Is that a full reset? No. Just an Exil. Freezing trap. If you get a hunter's mark on him right now, you'll be in a good spot. You may just want to do it. No, he's just out the open. No. I was going to say, I feel like you got to have a hunter's mark on the guy. I mean, the freezing trap does end up doing kind of well, but man, scatter shot immediately, but cannot get away. Cheap shot catches you. Mid disengage just rips you apart. With Bia leaping in. Rogue has no vanish. You got to down on him, I think. You just gotta be able to get a dot on him. Get the shot right after, dude. Trinket right now. You want to make sure you get yourself a proper equal go. That's gonna be no cloak, no evasion left for Demoniac, but he's getting plenty of damage into Bia. The guy is walking in with offensives, defenses, everything fully available. And Demoniac trying to see if he can back up out of there, mosey out of that situation if you can. Vanish right after just to collect some cooldowns back in. Evasion coming back up very, very soon. Could maybe make it work as long as there's no stun to stop him, or just maybe ends it right there. Got himself a pretty big heal to follow. Maybe it'll be enough. Blind right after. No trinket. At least you're able to deny the healing, or at least not give Bia any kind of healing. If Bia has a way to leap over, does get back into combat, evasion right after. Stormbolt will let you at least a moment to get some damage and get it quite crucial damage with a bleed right after. Short sound to follow. Demonic could be super low there right now. Cloak to remove the bleeds, but still not out of the woods just yet. Bia, I think, dies next stun, but so does Demoniac. Right now, it could be anyone's game. Kidney, is this enough? Does he get it? Is this the damage? He does do it. It's so hard the guy disappeared. Oh my goodness. That was the longest run tonight. What's up, Ray? Hi to my man. Hey, Bob Adal. Kitchen is now closed. Finally can watch favorite stream As we're ending it though, Raze, you got yourself a VOD. It's a hell of a banger. Final game is a little slow, but everything else is awesome. And all the best parts are going to be highlights on the channel. Just as we ending it, dude. No, that was the last one, man. Last one for the night. Yo, chat, thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate you. That was so good. I enjoyed these, man. Last game was a little bit slow, but hey, we're going to get those once in a while, yeah? At least not every single one of the games was slow. I definitely have a preference in what I like to see when it comes to duels, yeah? Gonna put that up now? Yeah, dude, yeah. Yeah, I'll be ending here in just a second. But yo, Raze, I think you'll enjoy a lot of these. Very close duels. Very close. Like, really just gets you at the edge of the seat. It's so good. So good. We'll be doing more of them next week. And I'm honestly excited to do these duels once 10.2 is out, man. Yeah, next Saturday. And then we'll just keep doing them until 10.2 is here, man. I'm hoping we'll get 10.2 soonish. Because I'm excited for like the new stuff, new tier pieces, PvP talents that they got going on over there, right? Talent changes for classes. It's going to be really good. I think it's going to be really good. I think Survival Hunt in particular should be probably a pretty good one for PvP with all that crit damage. I know crit damage is a little bit weird in PvP, but like more crit damage and more burst every minute or so. Just from stabbing with your spear for a bit. Plus, spear actually has a pretty good execute element to it. It does a lot of damage when the aim is low. Not something you use most of the time in single target, but it's a huge execute output. Could be kind of nice, right? A rogue is running at you, you just send your kill shot at him, he's still alive, start spearing, jabbing him all the way into death. Could be kind of good, right? Alrighty, you guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna go for now though, and figure out what I'm doing for the day, and figure out all this drama in the guild, whatever the hell that's gonna be all about. I'll let you know what that's gonna be on tomorrow, bracket. If I get more info, and if I'm good to share it, right? If it's not like anything weird, I'm gonna let you know, yeah? But tomorrow, I'm thinking to hop back on PTR, get more keys done, tank some, heal some, maybe play some DPS. But yeah, I want to do some dungeons while they're still active and out there. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll catch you guys all in the next stream, yeah? Alright, boys. Peace.
When dark becomes light, we're online, ready to fire away. Powered by a dream, connected to a screen, the Revo's in 4K. To a screen, the Revo's in 4K.
With me here, you'll never be lonely. It's oh so clear.